Good evening, everyone. We are live. Welcome to your weekly veteran type shit show. Wait, wait. No? No, we're not doing a shit show tonight. What are we doing? Well,
In chat.
oddly enough, we've had quite the conversation. Now, what was that you said your son's opinion of Jurassic Park was?
Oh, I'll be happy to say it again. About 15 minutes in, he said, "Dad, this is boring." And I said, "Well, wait, because at the beginning it's all the science and well, not that he's not into that, but it was all of the prerequisites for the movie getting good." And I said, "Wait, it gets good." And he said, "Well, what's the good part? When everybody dies of boredom."
Still funny.
I like this kid.
Yeah. So, what are the chances of your kid being military as well? Because with an attitude like that, holy shit, is he going to get along great?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he would
problem
get along
solver.
so well with sailors, especially. I don't have much experience outside. A little bit with Army, Marine Corps, but nothing with Air Force. I guess if Air Force, he would just say, "Well, it's not good, and let's call the supply officer and get a new buffet of TV shows in here."
I'm sure that he would be an expert problem solver. One of those people that can pick up a problem that everybody else has given up on and find the problem, because he would be an expert at looking outside the box.
His brain works differently. It does.
Well,
Takes one to know one.
oh, you just had to.
Ah,
Yeah, I did.
oh,
But
Wow.
actually, speaking of,
Click
so
the link.
Sorry, I was just going to
Oh.
ask Jay.
the Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the actress.
No,
Yeah.
no, I was going to ask him a question about the butthurt siren.
Oh,
I was wondering if he could do one of them, but with fat bastard reversing for my wheelchair.
Oh yeah.
now you
Yeah,
make
that-
what you
that-
just made
that's
me want
good.
to
That's
swap
good.
the
That's
wheels,
good.
I just bump
this-
into people in my wheelchair. I don't care if they get out of the way. If they can't see this fucking dude rolling around in a massive wheelchair, then they're fucking stupid and they deserve to get ran into.
Yeah,
It's like some
know.
person walking with something big or heavy. Dude, move. People are lifting something.
Well,
Move.
well, people are so self-absorbed. It really doesn't. It doesn't surprise me anymore when they don't notice things. It actually surprises me when they do notice. At this point, that's how self-absorbed people have become.
Oh yeah, remember when they started that stupid damn game started being popular game again with can't even remember what it's called now, with the Pikachu and the others.
Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah, Pokemon Go.
Don't diss my
How many
Pokemon.
accidents were there because people were so absorbed by their
No,
phones?
I might have got run over, but I got a legendary Pikachu, so it's all good.
My biggest problem is I can't see behind me when I'm reversing.
Oh, that's fancy.
I just have to go backwards and hope that everybody gets out the fucking way.
Oh, that is fancy, Jay. I have to say, I like it.
I even have
Pretty
one
nice.
special for Team Skeptic.
Alan, doesn't it have a beeper
No,
or a horn?
it has a horn, but of course you can't have rear view mirrors because they stick out the sides and, well, they get kind of in the way when you try and go through doorways.
Well, you could just mount a cheap reverse camera then, and then mount an extra an electric compressor horn or whatever they call it, a fog horn, and direct it.
Okay. He's trying to warn them, not make them shit themselves. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Alan. Is that your actual goal?
Well, it would be quite funny.
By the way,
I would love to see that on the news too.
as usual, I can't remember the search term, but on YouTube, search for let's see, train horn mounted in car, or something to that effect. There are some people out there who buy those kits that have electric air compressors, an air tank, and actual American freight train sized horns for cars.
they do.
Oh,
That's a little bit of a dick move to do that.
I mean,
like, it scares the fuck out of people.
Yeah, I know it's a dick move, but those videos where people just hear that and people freak out, it's so hilarious to watch. But yeah,
now
people do
it's
get angry at
funny
it.
because I once had a Honda motorcycle that they put the horn from a Honda Accord on my motorcycle. It was the same horn, but it wasn't inside
Are we live?
the
Yes.
where the engine was. So when I blew my horn, it was loud as fuck, and like it was kind of the same thing, not to the same scale, but
yeah, there is a reason why car horns, truck horns, etc., are supposed to be at a certain size, and it's the simple thing. They're supposed to give an indication for people on how big that vehicle is.
Wait a minute. On a small electric car. Okay, we got to hear this.
Vi løst I dag. Vi har montert en
Storfløyte
på en liten bil.
Oh, one of those.
Oh, jeez. We've got to see people's reaction to this. Now, how they can actually fit 3 people in that car. Wow.
Oh, it's from Norway.
Uh-oh.
Remember to credit the
why are you thinking about American?
That one is new. The best one I've seen so far are the ones from the U.S.
All right. I kind of want that car now.
Well, now Google rolling coal. Rolling coal. Rolling coal. COAL.
And
That's my compressor.
Oh, jeez.
There are my horns.
Oh, jeez.
4 of them.
and Schrodinger, look in the internal chat.
People.
That's just mean.
All right.
Oh my god. Poor kid.
All right. One more honk.
One more honk?
No, that it's. We did have a couple topics to actually kind of address, and I definitely think the first one to address actually, Team Skeptic. Do you want to go ahead and broach the insanity that seems to be going on lately?
I mean, yeah, I don't want to get too involved with it just because I have pending suits against people, but I'll kind of go over what happened today. So for those people that don't know, I've been dealing with this shit with Daniel Pratt, and of course I'm right. I'm not wrong in what I'm doing. I use fair use. Everything I do falls under fair use. But
don't be a Pratt.
Yeah, don't be a fucking Pratt for real. So he got mad because he says that I was using his video to harass him and to bully him, which is bullshit. That's an opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. I'm allowed to express my opinion. I'm allowed to criticize your material if you put it out in a public forum I'm allowed to critique it. And
I
that
didn't hear any opinions when you called him a fucking idiot. I'm pretty sure that's fact.
Well, that's the
Yes.
thing. You can have a factual opinion.
So, and y'all forgive me if I sound a little tired. I've been dealing with this shit. It's really stressing me out, to be honest with y'all. But
If there's anything I can do for you, team, just let me know, all right?
Right. That's what I was just gonna say. Is like, what can we do for you?
legitimately, there's nothing anybody can do for me right now. So I've just got to
wait.
wait.
We're here. If you need just like talk or anything, man, any time of the day or night, honestly, just you know how to get hold of me.
Well, I appreciate it, but I'm just dealing with this bullshit, man. Everything I've worked for everybody, you know, myself,
man,
and just it sucks, man. Just a shitty situation.
You know you're gonna come out on top, though. You know?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not worried about it. But literally, like my daily drive, you know, my job is pretty boring. People just get in a float tank for an hour and a half, and then I get them out. So for the hour and a half, I'm not doing anything, and I use that time to interact with my subs. You know, interact with the comments on my videos. Stay current in the content, all those things. And now I can't even do that shit because I have to pull my videos down because Daniel Pratt's a fucking bitch. You know, I mean, he's not. What people don't understand is that I've been real cool about this whole situation. You know, ever since I fucking put out that or emailed him and he sent me back those harassment, this and that. I didn't really do anything. I haven't been to his channel. I haven't liked or disliked anything. I haven't left any comments about. Well, I take that back. I did dislike his videos because his videos are shit. If his videos had enough quality to their recording, I wouldn't even bother giving him a dislike. You know, I'd just bypass it. But his quality is shit.
Yeah.
Maybe enough dislikes will get him off his ass to paint his fucking garage.
You know the whole thing about you, he's saying like, oh, all your followers are gang stalking and that. But in the video you did about the false DMCA claim, you specifically said, do not go and harass him.
Yes, I said.
You said exactly the opposite of what he is claiming that you have caused.
Right. I said if you feel like going and telling him that he's an idiot for abusing this system, go ahead, but do not harass or
threaten. You said, I think.
Threaten him, yeah, harass or threaten him in any way because it will not help my cause out. And so
I didn't make even a comment on his site, but he's not a smart person.
No, he's not.
Like
he's not.
He doesn't even have the intellectual prerequisites to be in this conversation.
Yeah, and so you know, like I don't know. You know, it's real. So, okay. So then we get to today, right? So this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, I have my downloader to set to automatically download videos. And you know, to be honest with you, this shit stresses me out, man. Like I'm not going to say like it's stopped my life. I feel threatened, my family, and none of that bullshit. I'm not Daniel Pratt, but
yeah,
I can be honest with you guys and say, look, it really has stressed me out. It's kept me up. You know, I mean, I've interacted a lot with my subscribers. My Discord is really going off the chain right now. I mean, there's so much happening on my Discord that, you know, it's not like it's just this whole issue. It's that what this issue brings, you know, it brings negative attention to even if it's attention, it brings negative attention to my channel. Any person let's say somebody hears about this whole thing that's going on from being on Planar Walk's channel, right? Let's say they just come by Flat Earth News and they're like, oh shit, what's this going on, you know? And then they type in, who's Team Skeptic? Maybe they've never heard of me before. Well, guess what? In the past 24 hours, Team Skeptic now shows up on fucking 15 of goddamn Daniel Pratt's videos.
Yeah.
Is that not a defamation of what I'm building here, of a brand that I'm building? An unfounded, illegal defamation of my character?
I would.
Dude, your channel's the shit. When I wake up in the morning and I see a new video, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of like oh god, what was his name from Family Guy made fun of him. James Woods. Ooh, piece
Oh,
of candy.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, you know, so then I wake up today, get my day started. I get this hateful message from a user by the name of Robin McDonald. Okay, Robin McDonald, if you're ever out there, you hear this shit, just know this, bitch. Okay, you stupid bitch. If you get into my fucking, and I'm not calling you bitch because you might possibly be a woman, because Robin's also possibly a man's name, like Robin Hood. So
And
whatever
Robin,
the
Batman,
fuck
dude.
you are,
Robin Williams.
yeah, whatever the fuck you are, eat shit. You will not fucking get away from this. You'll need to change your name on YouTube, because if I see your name in the comment section, I'm shitting on you. I'm shitting on you incessantly. Okay? Because she's the one that went over, she, whatever, went over to CinemaSins and turned in me to CinemaSins, right?
Yeah, and then they just started an automatic process. No one's actually gone and looked through your videos. They've just then started some kind of automatic process, right?
Yes, they then, well, I don't know. I can't speak for what they've done because I wasn't there, but what I can tell you is that they did is they struck one of my videos. They struck my copyright strike video. Of all videos, they struck the fair use video. So I took I saw who struck it. First off, she left the message, and then it got struck 2 minutes after that, right? And then 10 minutes after that, Daniel Pratt and Validation Boy come out with a video making fun of me, also using my content.
It's almost like
good
they're
job,
hypocrites.
Daniel Pratt. You know, you won't tell me not to use your fucking content, which I don't care if you use my content. Guess what I'm not going to do, Mr. Pratt? I'm not going to fucking copyright strike you. You know why? Because it's fucking fair use, you stupid bitch. Now, the moment that I get that copyright strike, they drop a video making fun of me, and guess what's not in that video? The CinemaSins ding. How fucking convenient. See, they don't know how to hide their stupidity. They're absolutely lost at it. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
I didn't know you said about even the email from YouTube that he showed on the thing. Like the one that he showed up saying, "Oh, here's me retracting my copyright thing." Even that's not right, is it?
I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you said, Craig. I'm sorry.
The video that he put up with the YouTube email saying he's retracting the copyright claim.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, yeah, that was the 4 o'clock video that he posted. He posted a 4 o'clock video. Let me find it in my file of saved Dan Pratt videos so that you know when it hits you, Dan, when it hits you, you're going to know exactly what it is.
If you need backups of those, I've got them all as well.
Yeah,
well, I'm making my video tomorrow, and I'll send it to your team.
Yeah, please do.
I will.
Hold on, I'm playing the video right now.
It's going to be in my garage with a blue hoodie on.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, send it to me through. Are you on Discord or do you have my email address? Either way, we'll find each other. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we email already. Good. Yeah. Just send it to me through email on a Google Drive, and I'll be able to work with it from there.
Yep. Did you see my weakest link one last night?
Yeah. He is, most definitely.
Well, so anyway, he put out a video like with his classic fucking coughing up a lung laugh, and then he followed that with the video that says, "There you go, sweet PC in court," where he's like, literally, here, I'll read you the fucking message he sent to him. This fucking shit's hilarious. He needs to learn to shut the fuck up and stop posting shit like this. It's not fucking helping.
I don't think it is.
Well, yeah, me and Greater Sapien went through this. We jumped in a little thing and talked about it for a moment, and I want to say that it probably is true, and I'll show you why I'll tell you why here in a second. But let me read you the email that or read the people of the email. I wish to rescind my copyright claim because it's not it's an illegal copyright claim, you dumb fuck.
Right.
I will be pursuing criminal charges against the Team Skeptic channel named in the copyright complaint. Good fucking luck. Good luck charging me with any kind of fucking hate crime because I called you a fucking idiot, because you are a fucking idiot. You fucking piece of shit human being. I would like to also express my deep disappointment with YouTube for allowing this criminal harassment behavior conducted by this channel to take place in clear violation of their terms of service. I haven't said shit or done shit since I put out the video saying I responded to him and this was his response. It was all factual information. There wasn't any interpretation placed in that. I just read simple fucking facts there. Okay, so there is no clear violation of any terms of service. I haven't done any kind of criminal harassment behavior. The only criminal harassment that has been performed has been by fucking Daniel Pratt, especially since you can go look at his fucking channel and see that he's put out 20 fucking videos with my name in it in the last 24 fucking hours. Fucking piece of shit.
You know what? I would almost go as far to say your name has become a dick and he can't get that thing out of his mouth.
Oh shit, man. So this Team Skeptic channel and its followers display cult mentality. Yeah, because they don't fucking appreciate you fucking breaking the law to try to suppress somebody's fucking opinion, especially when that opinion is fucking expressed on a fucking platform where people find comedy in it and there's actual value to them. Okay? So that right there shows that you're a goddamn fascist and you suppress freedom of speech, you fucking bitch. Okay, and gang stalking tendencies, gang stalking. We're not a fucking gang, you. Oh, and I've been advised by counsel.
How do you even get to gang stalking from this?
Because he's a whiny little child.
He put out a bunch of videos saying, "I'm scared for my family's safety because there's people commenting on my YouTube channel."
What he considers gang stalking is the 20+ comments he receives per video mentioning Team Skeptic. Him removing them, that's the gang stalking.
But
he's scared for his little feelings.
But as was discussed earlier, there is nobody. I've gone and looked at him myself. People are fucking with him, but they're fucking with him because he's an easy target. They're not fucking, they're not being hateful. They're not being racist. They're not being bigots. They're fucking trolling you, Daniel, because you're a fucking easy target. You're stupid and you're emotional and you made yourself an easy target. And now it's going to affect your pocketbook, which will ultimately affect your fucking family's well-being. You are not fucking smart. You don't think about the things you do before you do them. And you will be eating shit before this is all over on camera. I guarantee it.
Well, and like we talked about before, Skeptic.
He's not a smart human being.
Yeah.
No.
He's not. And he really had no clue what the fuck he was doing when he decided to say what he did. And now it's really going to bite him in the ass. And one of the things we talked about, I just have to say, is like, he wants to call it gang stalking and everything. No. It's what happens when you piss off the best fucking community here on YouTube. When when something happens, we don't have to say anything. If someone pulls some bullshit like this, people who watch us, people who are genuine fans of what we do, we don't have to tell them to do anything. They automatically jump in and start giving the people the shit that they deserve. Because here's the thing. I'm all for freedom of speech. Idiots like Pratt can say whatever he wants, but freedom of speech is not freedom from consequences of that speech. So if you want to open your mouth and prove yourself to be a fucking idiot, I will gladly point it out.
Yeah, I've said exactly the same. My comments to him have basically been, I'll never do anything illegal, but if you're going to say on the internet stupid fucking things, then I'm going to tell people that you're saying stupid fucking things. I'm not doing anything illegal by that. I'm pointing out that you're being a fucking idiot. Ding.
Yeah. But, Skeptic, so from the live chat, Keon actually did ask a question for you, and it is something that we have been working on. It's just not sure if you wanted to give an update on it. From Keon, will you do the community video you planned to replace the original video of the Pratt?
Yes. Yeah, it's coming out. I'm just waiting on a non-sex show. Craig has to get me an updated copy. He already gave me his copy, but for some reason my computer won't read excuse me, his audio.
Won't read or record it, apparently.
Yeah, even when I play it through VLC and I record it with my screen cap, it won't. He's possessed. He's fucking possessed.
Yeah, man. I'll do that for you first thing in the morning.
No, and let me tell you, the thing is this community video started out as something real simple, real fun. It's turning into something, it's going to be so epic. I'm going to re-record my vocals with the intensity that I have today. I'm going to make him feel so fucking stupid. I'm going to address more than just what I addressed in the original video. That video is going to be 5 times as fucking long because I'm going to make him fucking cry himself to sleep that night.
Well, I'm making a minor contribution to that tomorrow morning that I will send out.
Well, and let's be fair. Your first video with him, you actually did use a bit of lube. Granted, it was laced with battery acid, but lube nonetheless.
And it was also laced with a lot of science that we could all verify.
And that's the point. One of his big things that he's saying is that Team Skeptic would have to prove that he's not deceiving everyone. And what a stupid fucking thing to say, because he is using physics that everyone who actually has any sense and intelligence knows how to use and understand. He's still calling you out as being a liar for using actual real life physics in a video.
Skeptic, check the side chat.
Well, and what I know
wrong with these people?
Well, what came to mind for me is he took a page out of Riley's book. Because here's the thing, there is a stark difference between the legal system in the US and the legal system in the UK. In the US, it is on the person filing the suit to prove guilt. Whereas from my understanding on the UK system, there is more there's more of an emphasis on the defendant to prove their innocence. Is that a fair read of it, Craig and Alan?
You're still innocent until proven guilty, but yes, there is more emphasis on you proving that you're innocent.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to court once because some woman nearly ran me off the road and then parked up next to me and started shouting at me and started pushing me. So I pushed her with my walking stick to get her away from me, and then next thing I know, I'm in court for assault.
I'm thinking back to that movie about the person that said the Holocaust didn't happen. And the American lady had to, they sued, and she had to, in essence, had to prove that it did happen. Because there was a different burden of proof.
Yeah, I'm not worried about having to prove the Earth shape in court. That would be easy. I would just say go outside and look.
Yeah, could you imagine actually it going to court? You know, is the Earth flat or is it a globe?
Could you imagine? Let's really look at it from Daniel Pratt's fucking delusional mind, right? He thinks that he's just going to take this to court and that's going to be the end all be all, right? What he's not taking into consideration is that would set precedents. Okay, that would be a legal case that went to federal court and set precedents that the shape of the Earth would need to be a topic of conversation when discussing whether or not you have the ability to exercise your First Amendment freedom of speech rights. Right. You know,
I don't think you get fined to court.
Yeah, it's. That whole claim of his, it was just laughable. To me, it showed just how ignorant of the situation he really is. And it's a situation that he caused that ultimately is going to be his downfall. Because here's the thing, if this actually does go before a judge, he is fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
And he would have to travel from where he is to where you are, right, team, for the court case? Because it would be where you filed it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, unless he has a representative, a lawyer or whatever. I don't know how the specifics work, but yeah.
He can pay for representation and be in absentia is the official term, which means the lawyer can be there while the other party is physically not there due to distance reasons or other limitations. The problem is that has to be notified prior to the hearing date.
Right.
Can you hire a lawyer from a garage?
Here's the thing. he probably will be able to find one that'll take the case. The question is, can he afford it? Because it's going to be a losing case no matter what.
No, I've already come to this conclusion about how this will happen. It'll be one of three ways. Either he's a millionaire sitting on money that I'm going to steal from him, you know, through the legal court process. I'm going to take it from him and his family, but he's going to have the ability to pay for any lawyer he wants, and any lawyer is going to take it as long as they pay him enough.
Yeah.
Now, the second thing that's going to happen is he's bullshitting about the whole thing, and he'll go get some goddamn fucking pro bono lawyer who don't give a shit whether he fucking wins or not, because he's required to do so much pro bono work every month. So you're gonna get stuck with because obviously you're not gonna find somebody who's like, I already have fucking 15 goddamn lawyers trying to ask me to fucking represent me for free because they know how fucking easy this goddamn case is. You don't have that situation, Mr. Pratt. Maybe you ought to think twice about the fucking stupid shit you say.
Yeah. For the Pratt's case, I sincerely hope that he pleads no contest.
Oh, no. He does not have that option. It's going to be a civil case. No.
Right, it's a civil case.
Oh, okay, I don't know where the terms are, but just, you know, if he's not able to plead no contest, he would have to. Well, in that case, it would be guilty.
I have legitimate evidence to submit that supports my claim that he is irreparably doing damage to my fucking brand.
Oh yeah.
Not only that, but you know, is he still going to get in trouble for filing a false copyright claim? Could that get his channel shut down?
So
it is illegal.
Okay, so here's what I found out about that. A few things. First off, yes, it's illegal to do that. You can't do it, but it's illegal in a different way. The perjury part comes in when I submit the DMCA counter, okay, and they say, all right, so we've looked at the video, and in our opinion, there is no evidence of copyright infringement. You now have 10 to 14 days to submit a case, not present evidence, but to present a case to say, I am moving forward, and this is the case I'm moving forward with. That would keep the strike on my channel for 30 days, and it would come off. I still couldn't use the fucking video, which is fine because I'll replace it with a goddamn community video that you're going to hate way fucking worse than the first one that came out, Mr. Pratt, you fucking stupid bitch. You're going to hate that.
Daniel Pratt,
you're going to fucking hate life. You think I'm gang stalking you now? You're going to be calling me the gang stalk king when this is all done, because everybody's going to run over to your goddamn channel and let you know there's a new fucking Team Skeptic video out. You should really go watch it. He makes you look like even bigger of a dumbass than you already look right now.
And that's fucking impressive.
All of his fucking videos where he called me a psycho faggot. I have videos where he's talked shit about multiple people that are fans of mine, subs of mine, that yes, they were on his channel, but they didn't go over there and leave no hateful message. They went over there and left a very critical message, a message of criticism to tell him that he's wrong for filing these false DMCA claims. Now,
I just told him he's a fucking idiot.
Well, he is, but
I did say ding a few times, but I think
now that I've submitted this paperwork, if he goes and tries to submit something else that's in bad faith, he has at that point actually committed perjury. So at that point, I can actually have criminal charges filed on him.
So if he were to try and strike you again falsely, then that would be perjury.
No. He could do that again. But what I can do to keep him from doing that, and which is when I've already got in contact with a lawyer, just waiting for the paperwork to be drawn up, I'm going to go submit a cease and desist order. Now, a cease and desist order is basically telling them, hey, we know you're doing something wrong. Stop it now. Because it's not in your best interest to keep going. Because once he submits another false DMCA in an attempt to bully or harass me and devalue devalue my brand name, once he does that, he's then in direct violation of the cease and desist order, and he must come to Dallas County to fight it out, or fucking sit at home. And guess what? I'll put the fucking I'll push for perjury charges on you.
The thing that Pratt doesn't understand is that free speech is a thing, and free speech, that's like you're allowed to flail your fists around, as long as that fist does not come too close to my nose.
Oh yeah, you're allowed to say whatever the fuck you want, but you also have the right to the consequence to whatever the fuck you say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Skeptic, I got a question.
Privilege, so to speak.
Yeah.
When are you going to fly me to Texas so I can put on a pig outfit and record this hearing?
Oh, when the day that 2 days before it happens, so I could get you here, oil you up, sex you down, and get you ready.
Oh yeah.
I'm going blind now.
Now I am prepared for this. Just tell me when, where, and you just have to pay for the ticket.
No.
You know he's already oiled up, right?
Yeah, he stays oiled up and in the pig costume everywhere he goes now.
Oh yeah, oink oink.
They're like, "Why do you do that?" He's like, "Oh, it's my YouTube avatar." He's like, "Oh, where's your camera at?" "Oh, I'm not filming."
I'm just rehearsing. Wink, wink.
No, I stay in. I always stay in character. I'm the best method actor there are.
But if you're always in character, is it really method acting at that point? Or,
yes.
Or is it just a delusion that you're enjoying to the max?
Is it just
honestly,
multiple voices in your head?
Think of the movie.
I can't talk about those.
Tropic Thunder.
They tell me not to talk about anyone. No, whenever I I'm in character whenever I close the door in my room. Whenever I go out into the public, when I step out of the house, that's the character. I have to put on a character, and as some people call it LARPing, you know? Like I LARP as a person, so I don't get arrested.
Wait.
So you struggle to be normal. That's kind of like me as well.
Wait. No, I the way I see it, Piggy, is you're more like Robert Downey Jr.'s character from Tropic Thunder. An actor playing a guy disguised as another guy trying to...
Yeah, somewhat. Pretty much that.
At the end of all of this, even though you've not got videos up right now, the community is never going to forget about you. And the second that you've got a new video up or your videos go back, everyone's going to go and watch them again. And it's not. I think the whole thing is still going to be a good thing for you in the long run.
If anything, I'll make my own dinging sound, and I will re-upload your videos as my own.
Speaking of Robert Downey Jr.'s character from Tropic Thunder, I think all the flat earthers could take a page from that, and that never go full retard.
Yeah.
But Daniel Pratt's done more than go full retard. He's gone full dick. He's pushing this further than the flat Earth, globe Earth argument, and he is now personally attacking Team Skeptic. Not only personal way, but he's attacking his brand.
No.
He's not going full dick. He's taking full dick.
Well, it's actually much more simple than that, because he is being a dick. But Craig, you have to remember, you are what you eat. So I'll admit I'm the biggest fucking pussy around.
Oh yeah, and he's taking a full dick. I mean, 20 fucking videos in a day.
Yeah, man. Like literally one an hour.
Oh,
that's an obsession.
Oh yeah, and that's. And,
I mean, you're in his head right now. You've got like a permanent VIP spot in his head.
Oh, it's gonna be way more than that when this fucking reaction.
I mean, I got tired of 10 minutes just making a copy of his videos on my phone.
Yeah.
Man.
I hadn't finished downloading one when a new one was up.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I'd Mr. Cheesedick making 4 million a week.
Like I want to be more involved, but I just can't.
Yeah, there are some of them you want to take some of them seriously to at least try to have some sort of back and forth between
the live
entire
chat
thing. But at the same time,
or internal chat,
they just don't make it possible.
No, I mean, I've had a lot of back and forth with a lot of flat earthers, but it's never got to the point where they've gone off the fucking rails and, made their whole life about me. Right, Scotty Storm made 4 videos about me. Mr. Cheesedick made 5 about me, but nothing to the extreme of nearly 1 an hour for an entire day.
Dude, 20 in the last 24 hours.
20
that are up. 20 that are up right now. How many
Yeah,
of them
I think there's about 6 he's taken down. I've got maybe 3 that aren't up at the moment. But
Here's the irony of it. There's one of his videos that are literally right now. He has a video that has a copyright claim on the video attacking Skeptic, and that's just a fucking cherry on top.
Yeah.
Well, it was big. Well, there's 2 actually that was up. One that was removed because of copyright. Because apparently, sadly, that was one that I haven't downloaded. But it had some rap music in the background, and apparently that was enough to someone to remove it. And the other one was against the people I was talking about before we went live. And that one has been flagged as well. So that's also not around anymore. But that one was
I got a question.
Not taken down, but removed by him himself.
Check Discord, Skeptic.
Well, and while you're doing that, here's a question. So, Greg, you were saying that Cheese Stick made some videos. Did they happen to mention the conspiracy that supposedly is taking place over here?
Oh yeah, the most recent one he made was, I made an announcement saying that I'm going to start putting out 4 videos a week, just because I fucking love doing this and I love the community and I want to do as much as I can and be involved as much as I can.
And you're good at it.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But then his video that came out about 2 hours after that was basically saying that the military have ordered me to double my output.
You know what? Get the link to his channel, put it in the live chat, and everyone watching, go over there and ask Mr. Cheese Stick if he has the balls to show up. Because as soon as...
we invited him on tonight, didn't we?
Oh, he has a standing invite. He knows this. I made mention of it in comments in the threads that he was replying to multiple times. He has a standing invite. All he has to do is show up, and then he can ask all the questions he wants.
Well, in his defense, I do live in Norfolk, and the 2nd Fleet Commander did call me earlier and told me to tell Craig that he had to put out that many videos per week.
What did we talk about? Those communications are for not online, okay?
Listen, Schrodinger, we are live right now. I told you to keep it to the at2productions.org email, okay?
You didn't hear that, okay?
Jared, you're going to have to...
We are not controlled by any pseudo-military organization.
You're going to have to turn off DVR.
Forget everything I just said.
God fucking damn it, Schrodinger. You had one goddamn job. Do you know how much paperwork this is going to cost?
Well, NASA has, what is it, $2 million or dollars or what's up?
NASA.
Yeah.
This just costs you, Schrodinger, like 10,000. Okay.
Good. Do I have permission to post the meet link in his chat for Mr.
Yes.
Cheese Dick?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, since they can't, snipe anything in here.
But it's not Pratt's not the only flat earth that's been doing this, though, is he? There's been a couple of others that are trying to do similar things, right?
Yeah, but this is by far the most what should I call it? I don't even have words for that.
This is
the most. I don't want to say insane because I don't really think that he is insane.
Well, he's doing it for attention. That's why he's putting the name Team Skeptic in the videos.
But the whole copyright strike thing in general, is it they've run out of arguments and they've got to resort to that?
Yeah, it's a bitch move. It was similar to the whole demand for some of us to go on camera and show our face because the whole, if you were really a man, you'd say it to my face. Oh, yeah, by the way...
Wait, was that Pete Shea?
Yes, it was Pissy Pete, and he started with that one on me years ago. And here's the thing. There are a number of people from this community who have met me away from the computer, and they can tell you, I am just as much of an asshole in person as I am on here.
Daddy Jared is the same, no matter if he's behind a screen or if he's right in front of you. And I have to say, I'm proud to call him Daddy.
Jared
also made that, Yeah, Pratt also took that angle with Team Skeptic about, show your face, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, to my knowledge, there is at least one live stream or
And it's a
video
fucking mullet, okay?
where no, actually two live streams. Oh yeah, that's right, 2 live streams at the minimum, where you can actually see Team Skeptic's face.
Oh yeah, he's been on camera a couple of times, and I've personally seen him on camera on a live stream, showing off his mullet.
I mean, I think for a lot of people that do this, I mean, you guys have got other jobs and stuff, and it might be detrimental to show your face and stuff. But well, for me anyway, I don't have another job. I'm disabled. I'm totally stuck at home, so I don't give a fuck who knows who I am. That's why when I was doxxed, I didn't really care about it because what they're gonna fucking do? Come to my house and shout at me?
To be fair, you don't live in America where, swatting exists.
Well,
True.
As I have said, I am undoxable. I will be Dell or Pratt or any of them in the parking lot.
Yeah, if they actually show up, and if they don't buy a plane ticket only to cancel it immediately after. Oh, by the way... By the way, Trigger Tits, we still need an address to send you your trophy.
Although we're going to have to address it to the only channel he's got left, as one of his was deleted.
Yeah.
Actually, Jared, I have a tweet for you that I want you to show to everyone.
Was it deleted or did he delete it? I mean, was it?
Well, that's what we're going
to. Well, he's taking it down, but I think it was a terms and conditions thing.
It was removed.
He was the one to remove the Southern Israelite live channel because
of me.
No, not just you. There were at least half a dozen of us who told him the mere existence of this channel is a violation of terms of service, because there is a video on his primary channel where he admitted, I'm making this channel so I can still live stream because of the strike that's on this channel. That is an outright violation of terms of service. And here's the thing. I really would not be surprised if someone decides to report that video anyways. And so this channel that he's on now goes bye-bye. I'm not saying to do it. I'm not saying I have or will do it. But it would not surprise me.
I'm not saying that I have done it. But I am saying, Jared, show that tweet I just sent you.
So it's just like Eric Dubé, who has in fact breached the terms of service at least 3 times because he had a channel where he had some hate speech on there, and that's from his own mouth, by the way, that it is hate speech. That channel was taken down, and then again violating terms of service, he made a new channel. That itself was a breach of TOS. And on that
These
video,
people aren't that fucking smart. How do they know the Earth is flat when they're not even fucking smart enough to hide their fucking identities online?
I know, and Eric Dubé's got a new channel that he's getting around that with because it was a pre-existing channel that have kind of invited him on for it to be his main channel called Flat Earth News or something. So he's still putting out his fucking hate speech rubbish videos, but just on another channel.
Shout out to Planar Walk. Shout out to Planar Walk and his Flat Earth News. That shit's badass. Him and Creaky Bone have a good.
Oh no, that dude's got a good channel.
Jay, hold on. Go back real quick.
Yeah,
I want you to read this. I want you to read this for everyone.
Yeah, read the channel art.
Oh yeah. Red's told me about that.
Everyone, be quiet. Shh. Read it.
All right. Whose mic keeps popping?
That's you wish. I just muted him temporarily. All right, Jay, go.
Okay. My opponents have threatened to strike this channel into deletion if I create another channel. That means I am censored for 2 more months from doing live streams or uploading a video longer than 15 minutes. Follow me at...
fuck that shit. Okay. To the next picture.
Wait. Here's the thing. If he's unable to live stream for what would be 3 months and has a restriction on upload length, that means you're on 2 strikes against TOS.
Oh, yeah.
That means this isn't the first time. So you only have yourself to blame, you dumb motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
What is it
To the
with these
next photo.
Why don't flat earthers understand that there's actually rules on YouTube?
Well, they're special, and the rules don't apply to
What
them.
happened to the other channel? Oh my, John Ama Jesu Christo, he's a fucking...
Well, you know what? I have my suspicions. I have nothing to hold it up against, but I'm thinking that this is, in fact, Daniel Pratt. Certainly, it's a person that is faking practically all of it, because sometimes the person is speaking, well, you know, in written text, completely coherent with no typos, and then in this same comment breaks
You're
into...
talking about John
and
Loves...
back to normal again.
You're talking about John Loves Jesus.
Oh,
that is correct, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
I
Daniel Pratt right there.
Right, okay. So what Southern Israelites say here. So my life's work was threatened again by one of Red's Rhetoric's boys, saying he was going to have my account receive a final strike if I created another YouTube account while under suspension violating the circumvention standards. So yeah, he said there, if another final strike, so he is definitely on the second one.
Oh yeah, and in that comment on that live chat, I made a direct go back one, Jared. I made a reply saying, "Hi, that was me," and then I sent him a link to this tweet.
I definitely left a comment saying on his live one that this is against terms of service. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. Let's go to the next screenshot. And when he first created the account back in December, I think the 5th? No, 16th.
16th.
Yep, on the 16th of December at 5:15 p.m., I made a post going directly to @Team YouTube. Found someone breaking TOS, making a new account after receiving a strike. Check it out. 17 retweets, 8 likes. And I went out of my way to make sure people knew. Now, what does the original tweet say, Jared? My tweet that we're looking at? Like, hit the X at the top right.
That's how you get shit done. Clear violation of terms of service.
Oh, yeah. So, Trigger Tits, listen, between me and you, I enjoy fucking with you. So go fuck yourself and go get triggered.
I gotta say, Pig, when you the day after he'd won the Dumb Fuck of the Year, and then he woke up and did that live stream going, "Oh, there's lots of comments saying well done," and then you went on to have a wee chat with him. You were brilliant, by the way. You were calm. You stumped him plenty of times. You presented like facts in a really good way. I thought you were really, really good, and probably one of the best people I've seen against Southern Israelite.
Oh, thank you.
Where can I find a link to that?
Actually, it was taken down, but I do have a copy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I have it downloaded.
No,
I think you should maybe try and get into debating more like a Pig.
I might get into it. I've been trying to learn more of physics, so once I have a better understanding of physics, I can definitely go into it.
Well, you instantly called him on his bullshit. Like, when he started going on about, you know, the lenses being theoretical based on this and that, and you're like, well, when was that done? What time period was that? Yeah, it's 2018 now. Fuck off, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Which
the same argumentation. The reason why I know how to fucking respond to that is the same argumentation is used for basic evolution, right? They're not attacking, you know, the structure we have in whole that we call evolution. They're trying to take, you know, a rotting peg at the very bottom called Darwin that was pretty much incorrect in the idea of evolution. A lot he got wrong, but it was the beginning idea of what was created and what was discovered.
I mean, Darwinian evolution is still correct in its definitions, but there is a lot more to it than was described in, you know, have you ever read The Voyage of the Beagle and that?
It's the same thing as the correlation between Newtonian gravity and Einsteinian relativity.
Yeah. This is one thing I go across with them all the time, because they try and say, oh, well, Einstein took away the force that Newton said it was, but that's not true. What Einstein did was explain why the warping of space-time manifests as a force within Newtonian physics. right?
Well,
Exactly.
yeah. The way I explain it to people is Newton and his explanation of gravity is the foundation. Einstein is the fine tuning when you
Yeah.
really look at it, because
They act like Newtonian and Einsteinian are incompatible, don't they? That's the thing.
No,
They say, well, which gravity are you talking about? Newtonian gravity or Einsteinian gravity? And you're like, well, they're actually the same fucking thing if you understand what you're talking about.
yeah, it just depends
Indeed.
on it depends on the situation you're applying it to, depends on the amount of minutia you put into it. Because here's the funny thing is the Newtonian explanation of gravity is what led to the mathematical prediction of the presence and locations of both Uranus and Neptune long before they were visually confirmed.
And,
So whenever they say,
here's how I explain these things to people. Pi is 3.14, correct?
Yeah.
rudimentary,
Sure.
yeah.
Well, no, you're wrong. It's 3.141, correct?
No, it's
Well,
3.1417453.
Well,
It keeps
Correct.
going.
3.14159.
So you can
Holy Boo
you
says
can keep going out to those decimals, and that's what we call an error bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
I mean, the thing
and-
is, Newton wasn't wrong about gravity.
He wasn't wrong. He was just within the error bar.
He didn't understand it fully, but he was still able to create a mathematical formula that could calculate and predict what is going to happen based on his understanding, right?
Indeed.
well, the best
But
way to
he
look
was
the best
within
way to
the
look
error bar.
well, the best way to look at it, and this is how I would explain it to someone who doesn't have a background in physics. When you look at Newton, his work, especially when it comes to the law of gravitation and the theory of gravitational acceleration and attraction, he is the foundation. He is what you pour before you start building the framework of your house.
Yeah.
Einstein is the framework of the house and the roof.
I mean,
And-
without Newton's understanding, then we couldn't have started developing things like the Michael Morrison experiment and things, which then led on to the explanation and discovery of special relativity.
Yeah.
Right.
You literally
Right.
couldn't have had where we are now without
that's
Newton's
good.
original kind of understandings of what gravity was.
Yeah, it's a stepping stone, definitely. Jared, I sent you a link on Discord.
Oh, you mean the
Hey,
program I have
can
closed
I-
on the computer
Yeah.
right now?
I want to
Yeah.
show you guys something, man. Godless
for it.
Engineer's so fucking cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
he is. He's
Let me tell
great.
you. Let me show y'all what he did for me, man. This is fucking badass. I'm muted. Okay. I don't know how to
Okay.
share my screen with this bullshit. Okay, now I do.
So we're right.
Yay!
That says percent now.
Hey, hush. Let me see.
Just
trying to
scratch the
find-
screen with your penis. That's
I
what I,
know,
do.
but now I've got to find. I've got so many damn different bars or so many different tabs up that I have to go in. Oh, hey, guess what?
Close the
we're
porn.
gonna shut up.
Close
we're
the
gonna
porn.
shut up. We're gonna not to be being rude, but shut up.
Well,
I'm just
while you pull that up,
God damn
I've always wanted to ask people what they say. Just use your senses. Would you live in a house that someone built, and they only use their senses to build it?
Oh,
No,
hell
I like
no.
to be alive when I wake up.
Yeah.
Right. What did I use a tape measure when I build stuff, like
Yeah, I use tools and levels and
measuring
stuff.
devices.
Okay,
The-
so let
the
me
book was
let me
something
share my.
very simple called persistence of vision.
Yeah, right. Let's see what Skeptic's got for us.
You want
Yeah, let me.
Close the porn.
No, I just I wanted to hold on here. I'm sharing my whole screen. I don't care about that. All right,
I care about the
so-
porn.
Oh, so that's the wrong one. I don't want to go there. All right, so you see that? Godless Engineer has made me my own fucking personal emoji for his channel. It's the Godless Ding.
So you're the only one that can use that.
No, everybody that's in his Skeptic Mafia, which, as you can see on the screen, http / whatever. I'm so out of it right now, guys. I'm sorry. I could just say join skepticmafia.com, but I choose to spell out the whole thing. Go to join his Skeptic Mafia, join skepticmafia.com. Yeah, do that. And you can use my dinger.
I totally will, because that's awesome.
Oh, well, I
I'm not
used
jealous at all.
your ding on an entirely different subject. Sovereign
Oh
citizen.
my god.
Hey,
This is
who
only the
shit
start.
covered whiny little brat is this? Who left it alone with the computer? Wow, unhand me, you cretin. I am a grown-ass man, I
can't
tell
even
you.
read it.
Oh,
Brilliant.
this is gonna be
Stop
beautiful.
hating me on the interwebs. Oh yeah, no, this is where what it's devolved to. I am literally going to shame him off the internet.
Yeah, man.
Everybody will know who the fuck Dan Pratt is because they're gonna be like, "Yo, don't be a Pratt. See what happened to him. She don't want that to happen to you."
I'm on board with that. Let's wreck him.
Yeah. So, I've got
So
two videos
I was
that
wondering
I'm
why
banned
my
this month.
phone started to smell after I downloaded his videos, but now I can definitely see why.
Yeah, it's a fucking his shit covered diapers.
I just keep going back to see if he's made any more.
You know,
Hey Jay, are you set up to share audio through your mixer?
I don't trust it right now. I'm still
No.
speaking with it.
yeah, we can tell you're kind of getting soft.
And that's not even the final render. That's just basically like he's just starting to work on it and showing me what he's doing.
Oh my god.
That one, Tal.
What do you?
Wait.
Guess I'm looking.
Did anyone just get Tau City Alpha's message?
Wait, I'm seeing who else
In the
is
Hangout.
in that hangout. Yes, actually, all of us are in that hangout.
Good.
What was that? What we missed?
So Tau City Alpha just sent an image in Hangouts chat. So if you go to the regular Hangouts chat page, you'll see it. Holy fuck, is it amazing?
Just can't see if that's someone doing that specifically
Uh,
to piss someone off, or
If
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
wants to see it,
Oh,
hold
yeah.
on. Don't share it, Jared. Don't share it.
Oh, not
I,
yet.
If
I
anyone
saw
wants
this on
to see it-
Discord. This is fucking amazing.
If anyone wants to see it, become a Patreon for $1. You can see
Oh,
it
come
under Veterans Talk Weekly meme.
No, share that shit.
And
Damn
also, I need patrons.
Okay, so if you want to see this image, you're gonna have to become patrons of me, Tau Ceti Alpha, Fight the Flatter, Schrodinger's
And-
cat. Look, if you just
All
send
of
me
us.
all the fees, send me all the fees for all their
You know,
All
just type your
their-
credit card numbers in the live chat.
Yeah,
and-
you see numbers.
tag at Team Skeptic, not at Craig or at Jared at Team Skeptic. Send me all the monies. I'll register for each of their patrons and then I'll give you guys the links.
And that's y'all 30 porn.
Well, that's the amazing thing is, you have to become a member of the AT2 Productions Patreon in order to access the Discord server.
I've
And
got
it's
to
within the
say,
Discord server.
with Tau being in the chat, I was like totally honored
Well,
to be in part of the Tau Ceti Alpha video. I couldn't believe it when I saw myself.
To be fair,
Oh, yeah.
I was in AT1. Why would I have to sub to AT2?
Yeah.
Hey,
no
what's
shit.
this about Ali B? What's Ali doing?
Because we know that it's the E5s who carry the workforce in the Navy. So
Carry the shit shovels.
True.
I think dating them
I
is
did-
wet right now.
I did a fuckload more when I was in AT2 versus when I was AT1.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm just a civilian.
Just
We can tell.
Just go to the corner. Just stand in the corner and
Which-
wait till we're done.
You know, if we all went out, look, pick. Let's say this whole panel went out, right? And we go to the bar and we sit down and we start talking. You would be completely lost.
I'm
yeah.
lost half the time I'm here. I'm
You
just
would
playing video
literally
games and
spend the
masturbating.
entire night getting us drinks. Like we'd be like, "Yo, pig, go get me an ID 10T form."
And stand in the corner till we need you again.
If this entire chat went to a bar, we drink it dry.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Fuck yeah.
Come on, admit it.
I'm only 19. I can't drink.
That's why you'd be getting
You
us
couldn't
the
even
ID
gay.
10T forms.
that's why you'd be the gopher.
Hey,
Nah,
look a pig.
I'd actually just be doing a bunch of pills.
Look a pig. Do you know what an ID 10T form is?
No
I
fucking
do
idea.
Write it out on a piece of
You
paper
don't.
and stare at it. You'll find out.
Yeah, type it in. It'll hit you real
What
quick.
is it?
You also,
Look a pig. If you could just go down to the stores and get a long
Idiot
wait for
form.
me, that'd be great.
Yeah. And some
Give
time.
me a left-handed monkey wrench.
Yeah, I'll
That's
head
an idiot.
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody in the
Hang on,
chat
hang
type
on.
ID 10T.
Yep.
Everybody in the chat type ID 10T.
I just said what it was.
Keys.
It's the idiot form.
Keys to the grinder. I need keys to the grinder.
He'll probably need a pin 15 extension too. So.
Yeah, tartan paint.
Well,
Tartan
actually,
paint,
you know
yeah.
what? This is actually a good moment since we have the chat paying attention. So here within the next week, so before the next show, there is going to be new public content available, but not on this channel. There is a new channel kicking off that actually the Patreons have already gotten a preview of. And that channel to go ahead and sub to for this new content that's coming up is right there in the live chat. It's
Hold on. They, them, I wrote down that credit card number. I'm now signing you up. You're okay. If you see any large like removals out of your credit card statements, don't worry about that. That's completely normal.
I just
They'll
got an
be
email
refunded
saying
in a
someone
couple
ordered me
weeks.
400 dildos. Did you use the wrong address?
Not your credit card.
I would like to give a message to they and them. Hashtag not a mullet.
It's a fucking mullet. We know it's a mullet.
It's not long enough for that.
Yeah. it is.
No,
Oh,
you're absolutely incorrect about that, Bo. My shit goes down almost to my ass crack.
Yeah,
Two more months, and
you-
I can floss my dingleberries out.
No, you mean fly around Uranus and look for Klingons?
How does sitting with long hair work? Like, do you always pull
Very
on your
careful.
hair like when you
Very
sit
Dude,
down?
I am done. I'm done with fucking long hair, man. Dead serious. I'm probably gonna get it. I had one of the greatest meals, right? I had one of the greatest meals the other day, and it was ruined by a piece of my own hair. I'm done. I'm done. Nope. Food is way more important than having long hair. I eat.
Yeah.
So there's been
See-
too many times this happened, and it happened to something that I really liked, and I didn't even end up eating the rest of it. And I said, nope, I could have gotten my hair cut for cheaper than that meal.
Remember the day I joined the Navy, I hadn't cut my hair for 3 years. And then they sat you in that seat. Zzz. Who the fuck is that in there?
And it doesn't
I quit
matter.
shaving. I don't shave, like maybe once every 2 weeks.
Well, and the other thing.
Hey,
you
hold
have
on.
to-
I want to point out what Terry Davies said in the chat. It's awesome. That's not a mullet.
This is a
Listen here. If you do not say that Skeptic has a mullet, you will be banned from the live chat.
No.
Oh man, that's on you guys, man. Y'all gonna have to type hashtag it's not a mullet.
Hashtag it's a mullet. I'm with they. them.
Okay, hold on.
There
How
you
about
go.
this? Let's have a legitimate live stream vote. You guys are voting.
Hold
Type
on,
in
I'm
your-
making a straw poll. I'm making a straw poll.
Take in the chat. You type in one of two words: hashtag it's a mullet or hashtag not a mullet. And I better see a lot of goddamn not a mullets.
He has no power in the live chat. I do, and I'm making a straw poll.
There you go. Look at that. Fight the flat Earth. He's got the right answer.
Oh man, I got
Is
you.
it a mullet? Is it a mullet?
Alan's
Yes.
older, I think so. He gets more than. Oh no, that's not a mullet. Okay, good job, Bo.
No.
They and them have other.
Great poll.
They and them have other
Sure.
intentions, so his count doesn't count.
Oh no! Hold on.
Mullet and not a mullet. Oh
Here
my
we
God.
go. Straw poll. Everyone, click that link and go vote.
Shit.
Well,
it's a goddamn mullet, apparently.
The voters have it. It is not a mullet.
See, hold on. There's some chicks on the screen right now with their hair tied in the back.
Oh,
My
I'm
shit can
looking
tie
at-
up like that.
I'm still looking at that house picture. What?
Oh, hey, whoever put in Ron Swanson in a Marine uniform is badass.
Oh no!
Or no, Navy. That's a chief.
That's a
uniform,
chief.
yeah.
He is the quintessential look of a chief.
There was
real
something.
quick,
I'm trying to
Steve,
think.
where are you at in Florida?
Me? I'm in Texas.
Oh shit! Someone talked over.
Oh,
Oh,
Tao is wondering what a mullet is. Tao, it's a business
Billy
in the
Ray
front.
Cyrus.
No.
No. We
Business in the
can't.
front,
No.
party in the
We
back.
can't do that. We got no. I got to get a picture for him.
Well,
Yes.
Well, I got one.
Iron Maiden's second album, Nicker McBrain,
Yeah.
when his hair is like that.
Lots of words.
You can't go. You can't just submit a
No.
picture of a mullet. You got to go to Wikipedia to get the definition of a mullet.
Oh no!
All
no.
it's going to be
No,
is a
you
picture of
gotta
Billy
show.
Ray Cyrus.
No,
okay?
no, it's going to be Joe Dirt.
Close enough.
Yeah,
Who?
close enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not well.
Joe-
God damn it,
Joe
that is
Dirt
kinda
is
how my
very
hair
sensible, baby.
looks.
Come on, it
Mullet,
can be
a
lot worse
hairstyle
than
that is short in the front and sides and long in the back.
No, my shit's long all over the place. I'm a rock star.
No, listen to this from Tao. Okay, we call that douchebag in Quebec.
That's literally that last picture.
Hey.
Was exactly the.
When you have that, you have to have a Camaro.
See, that's kind of more like me without the fucking sexual overtones.
Oh,
The child sexual overtones.
Speaking of a Camaro, you do know what IROC stands for, right?
Yes.
Is that you, Team Skeptic?
Yeah, I have a little bit longer hair on top and it's blonde, but yeah, it's way longer than what that was
That's,
going down
that's from
that back.
Wikipedia. That is the picture
the
next to
front
mullet
part
on
is the
Wikipedia.
back.
Oh.
Holy crap.
Yeah, no, that's pretty close right there, except for I have a little bit more.
It's a fucking mullet. I told you, it's a mullet.
Guys, I just found a picture of Team Skeptic 20 years from now.
Oh God, let's see it.
Oh god.
But
Oh yeah, you'll like it. Hang on. Hang on. Let me just do this and this.
Yes.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
Peter Dinklage.
Is that Peter Dinklage?
That's Peter
Yeah.
Dinklage from the movie Pixels.
That's
does it
pretty
say?
close to my haircut
It
right
doesn't
there.
say anything.
Oh no! You
Look
got
for that
to
back.
go with the best mullet from a celebrity ever, right there at the end. Andre Agassi.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see him over there.
Yeah, I already showed that
yeah,
one.
He already showed that picture.
No, up and to the right.
Yeah, he already showed that.
The
Hey,
Andre Agassi one? No, he
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
show
I
that
showed
one.
that one.
Hey, names makes no sense to me. Probably that guy.
He is a
you
professional
said,
tennis
you said
player.
up and to the right, and
I-
that's the
I
opposite
started
of
with
back
this
and to the
one.
left, which is a pivotal moment in U.S. history.
I mean,
Oh,
there's
look at
all
that.
some
That
weird
right
shit
there.
out
The mullet is making a comeback. That's me. I'm going to get my shit
You need
cut
to
like
show
that.
Billy Ray Cyrus mullets. Billy Ray Cyrus had the best mullet.
Oh, just
Yes,
pick up
I've
Oh,
got
here.
my hair again,
Swayze.
but I've got to the age where I'm starting to lose my hair, and I've got the receding and
Hey,
it's going
hey,
grey.
that's
so
how
I'm
my hair
shaving.
looks right there. Dead serious. It's
What
all
the hell
long.
is that?
Which one?
The red one. Mullet blonde wig from Amazon. They literally just, I'm going to copyright strike them because they just took a picture of me and replaced my face.
So what you're saying is it's a mullet.
Okay, hashtag it's a mullet.
Now you're making me a liar, team.
No, hashtag it's not a mullet. What are you talking about?
See, there
I
it
was
is.
being-
There,
I was
there's
being
the,
satirical.
there's the good one. There's the dirty.
Yeah, the Joe Dirte. Oh, shit.
What the fuck is that supposed to?
That's not a
Wait,
mullet, guys.
Wait,
No, that's not.
wait.
That
Wait,
is.
no. Go
There you
back to the other one, not Joe Dirt. That one. The fuck is with those earrings?
That's not a mullet. That's been dragged through a hedge.
I wear these earrings.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I tickle my
Listen, we all just heard Team Skeptic say that it was a mullet. Now, I advise everyone to go and vote.
Look, I
Saying it's a mullet.
thought those earrings were a good idea when I woke up. Just saying.
Oh, hey,
Squirrel's threatening to come in.
what does the military
Lock the
think
hangout.
about mullets?
Block the meeting. Block it.
They won't. You can't have them. Well, I guess no. It has to stay off your shoulders. I think. Doesn't it have to stay off your shoulder for men's haircuts?
Oh no! Oh no! It cannot go past your natural hairline on the back.
And guess what?
that's
I have a picture
awful.
for that. Hang on.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like to me, I could probably keep it down to
Hillary.
like the bottom part
There
of
you
my
go.
neck because that's pretty much my natural hairline.
There you go. There's an example right there.
What's up, double dog?
Well, yeah, but that's a little bit different because they don't say which preferred hairstyle would you like in boot camp. They just say, hey, come here,
it's just
sit down.
That's
You wanted that here? Okay, what about this?
My entire
There you go, guys. Go vote. Go vote.
Oh, the worst thing in the world happened to me.
They have been
for a haircut.
Real quick. My nephew graduated from Marine boot camp, and I happened to be an ensign at that time, so I went. The worst experience of my life. Like, Marines are insane about protocol.
Oh,
I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. Everybody popped call, like, no matter where I stepped. It was awful. I will never do that again. At least in uniform.
Who's breathing into the mic?
That would be Alan, I think. Sounds like Alan.
Yeah.
That is definitely not me.
No, I always make that mistake. I don't know why. Always my guess.
I mean, I know I fall asleep and breathe into the mic, but
I'm not even sure if what I said got through.
What? How is it me?
Stop eating the mic.
I'm not eating the mic.
Stop sticking the mic where it's not supposed to go.
I'm not doing anything with the mic. It's as far as it's always been.
Well, that's probably the problem. You shouldn't keep it there.
Did that mic consent to what you just did?
I'm literally holding my breath.
Show us a signed consent form, please.
In triplicate, lost, and then found, and then buried.
Hashtag me too, Mike.
Did my little story even get through, or we're gonna move on?
It didn't really get through because of the
Fuck
noise.
it, let's move on. Fuck it. It wasn't that important.
Blame Pig.
Oh, and the live chat's coming up with a great story of what Pig was doing.
Look, a Pig, quit hiding your orgasm moans.
I had somebody ask me to debunk a paper. It's a flat Earth paper, so obviously, I mean, stupid, but...
Who sent you that? Because I've had the same request recently.
Somebody on my last DMCA video. I'm just now...
Send it to me. I got time.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm probably...
Mic check. Did I fix it?
Better
yep.
so far.
Actually, here, I'll share my screen so you guys can see. I'm looking at it right now while we were talking.
It's probably dumb.
No, it's well put together, actually.
I think it's the one that I've seen as well, then. If it's
is it like a sequence? Oh, yeah, we could definitely do that. Is it like a sequence of pictures? Let me see. Oh,
yeah, it's like lots of really, actually well put together kind of graphics and stuff.
Am I presenting right now?
Yep.
Yep, that's the one I've seen.
This one? Okay, yeah. Let's do this together. This would be good to do online.
So far, we have 9 votes saying it's a mullet, 7 votes saying that it is not.
Yeah, I've read through that whole thing. It's just basically all the standard flat Earth arguments, but just presented really nicely.
Let's see. Either there are entire fields of science kept back from public discussion because knowledge of them would disrupt the power, hold, and descriptions of place.
Drink bullshit.
Let's just see that the line there that says some quotes by Nikola Tesla. Well, that's great, but Nikola Tesla didn't think the Earth was flat.
Yeah,
right. Nikola Tesla believed he received messages from Martians from Mars. Okay.
Also, didn't think that electrons or any subatomic particles existed, even though he worked with electricity. But somehow still managed to invent the induction motor. So good on him.
And also, he had his favorite pigeon. In other words, so what?
Yeah, I mean, but it's still like he could still be the great inventor he was and be wrong about certain things. So was Einstein. I mean, there was a lot of people don't discuss the Einstein Bohr debates. I believe it was Niels Bohr, which
Einstein has been overturned in so many areas, but he was still a genius.
Yeah, and he was still right. On almost all the accounts, but he's still right. It's just the way he looked. See, that's the thing. Like, we see an observation, and we can logically deduce certain things about the observation. So, like, for instance, if let's say you go 9.801 meters up and you drop an object, you can observe that it takes 1 second for every object to hit the ground. Now, you have to eventually come up with something to better explain that observation, to describe what you're observing and
I got it.
what
Theory
you
of
should.
down.
Yeah, the theory of downity, whatever.
Droppity,
Droppity.
according to
Droppity.
Oh, no, that again.
But it's just like, even if he had his own theories about what happened, he could apply those theories to like observations and come up with an explanation that's completely wrong and still matches what's happening in that instance.
Yeah, Nikola Tesla was wrong about a hell of a lot of stuff, but we wouldn't have generators and shit if it wasn't for his understanding of the way electricity worked.
Mm-hmm.
He was the poor man inventor.
An error bar. We have an error bar.
Yeah,
Like,
even though he didn't
like
really
I
know
was
what electricity was, like
3.14.
yeah, I think in some ways
no,
his
it's 3.141. No, it's 3.1415.
yeah.
There's an error bar.
In some ways, Tesla is like Newton for electricity in the way that Newton is for gravity. You know, Tesla knew how it worked and understood the theories behind it, but still didn't understand exactly what it was. The way that Einstein can explain gravity better than Newton. Neither of them were wrong. You know, all right, Tesla was wrong about electrons and stuff, but he was still able to give us advances that we wouldn't have, resistors and induction motors and stuff if it wasn't for his understanding.
Right. Take the AC motor, for example.
The people who came before us.
Yeah, take the AC motor, for example. When he was looking at the DC motor, he saw parts grinding, he saw sparks, he saw friction, and he knew that was wrong.
So I may be wrong, but I think you actually mean the universal motor and not the AC motor.
Well, wait. Here's a question.
No, we call it AC motor here.
Here is a question for my fellow sailor brethren. Anyone else think they're cheating?
Anyone else think who's cheating?
Yes.
Well, all right, Alan, we might as well leave now.
Why do they have life jackets on?
No, that's exactly it. When I did this part of the wet training,
I was in full gear when I did this.
Yeah.
I was wearing like my overalls.
What the fuck are y'all looking at?
We learned how to turn our dungarees into flotation devices.
Yep, turning the dungarees into flotation devices.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't grow up in the day and age and they had inflatable fucking save us boats.
Oh no.
These were basically a bunch of people who had self-inflated dungarees gathering together like ants.
Yeah, you were supposed to like blow into your dungarees and fight them.
But then again,
these are slam them into the water. That's all we were told. Slam them in the water. They'll fill up with air.
Yeah, I was gonna say I still remember the technique for the coveralls to get that to be a flotation device, and actually quite the nice headrest. But
okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. That's CGI.
Yeah.
Everything is CGI.
Oh, look, we're doing it in the water. We knew it was in all along.
NASA did that picture.
Yeah, look, those are astronauts.
Yeah.
Did anyone receive their bonus check from NASA for Christmas? Because I haven't got mine yet.
No, you still have. No, I still
I got mine
either.
Well, yeah, we haven't got ours because the government shut down. But I mean, you should have yours by now. Shit.
Yeah, I was confused.
Wait. Is the government shut down?
I don't know, man. I
Partial.
was just saying.
They're
I was
in-
seeing
they're in a
Donald
partial.
Trump cry about it.
Oh, that's the New York or the San Antonio.
Government is
it's actually the
partial
Arlington.
shutdown.
It's the what?
That's not the.
It's the
the Commonwealth or Commonwealth.
It is the Arlington. It's
That's
the newest one.
That's the USS Schrodinger.
Schrodinger's cat ready to be buried alive.
No, you have to say it
Yep,
correct. Schrodinger.
Negatives again.
Oh, it's 77.
I'll show you guys the ship I spent most of my time on when I was on the service.
You weren't on a carrier with jump jets?
No. HMS Westminster. That was my surface ship.
If you have to deploy on a
That
carrier.
looks like a little tiny cruise ship.
Nice.
No,
Right.
it's a Type 23 destroyer.
Oh, what is this?
Crew of
little
260.
It looks like a cruise ship.
No,
Is that
not
a 40
even close.
millimeter Bofors in the front?
Sorry?
Is that a 40 millimeter Bofors in the front?
Yeah.
Swedish gun?
One of my crewmates was running around the ship just doing some jogging and didn't look and ran straight into that and cracked his head open.
Yeah, don't do that.
not really want
This
to
is
move.
what I'm gonna. My advice to him in the future: don't do that.
There she is.
Hey, something I just found right now that's funny. The guy who had the copyright strike against me, the Marcus Goldfinch, I just happened to be going to the page I had where I was trying to find out who he was, and I missed something so fucking right in front of my face. Marcus Goldfinch, copyright fraudster, criminal, Infinite Plane Society. He's copyright striked them. Let's go see what they have a picture of it, and it says something about flat Earth stuff on it too.
Sorry, so who's copyrighted who?
Oh my God, there's fucking 5, 6 of them. The guy who copyright striked me, copyright striked a bunch of flat Earth videos.
Oh, what since?
Nice.
Oh, there it is, right there. The Flat Earth Report. Infinite Planes. Share me real quick, and I'll just show the.
You share yourself. You just click on.
Oh, I was just sharing myself, and it doesn't.
Yeah, we see it when you hit it.
Yeah, then you have to click the share button in the middle.
There you go.
Okay, let me go. A Flat Earth Report. Marcus Goldfinch, copyright fraudster, criminal. Oh, poor flat earthers.
When's this from?
I have no idea. I just happened to see it. Right here. Look, October 25th, 2018. Just recently. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this is the guy from
look at
Cinema Sins.
Yes, look at the names of the videos that he's copyright striking. Anti-free speech, Marcus Goldfinch, MGTV.
Oh yeah, man, he's on your side. You know 100% this guy's on your side, right?
Oh yeah, fuck that. But MGTV is the people who did the Logan Paul interview.
What?
I swear they did.
Twat. I mean,
I
he knows how to
swear
make
they
money on
did.
YouTube, but come on, Logan Paul is a twat.
All right, hold
Yeah.
on. I'm about to go look that up while I'll
Funny
stop
enough,
sharing.
the Logan Paul video I did is actually my lowest performing video.
Well, it's
Maybe
also
because
the
people
lowest
are,
hanging fruit.
fed up with him.
Yeah.
On both sides
Yeah.
of the ice wall or whatever.
It's almost got to the point where who cares about Logan Paul?
Yeah, I mean, he does what a businessman does. He finds places where he can make money or avenues.
So children.
Get attention to get more
Yeah,
subscribers.
yeah, but who goes to a Japanese forest to find someone that's killed themselves and
What a
thinks
fucking
that
piece
can
of
make me
shit.
money?
What a piece of shit.
Think
You want
about
to know
it.
something funny?
What
If
always
you-
happens? What does
Hold on,
always
Bill.
happen when there's an accident on the freeway somewhere? You get
You can't look
people
away.
rubbernecking, taking out their phones while driving, taking pictures because the morbid always fascinates people.
Yeah, but who as
So-
a creator thinks that that's appropriate to put up?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another one, but yeah.
So Logan's Paul, a lot of his finances comes from an advertising company that he's partnered with through his company. That advertising company that essentially owns a huge part of his company is a Chinese advertising agency. All right.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna run over and jump in Godless Engineers thing since he made that emoji for me. But I'll be back in here after his video.
Okay.
Come on.
Remember to remove the screen share before you do.
So one of the things that bugs me about that is knowing exactly how much power that advertising agency has over his company, because he is an ex-Disney star that has such a huge following when it comes to children. And he would be the perfect propaganda machine.
Yeah, and that's one of my big objections to what he did. Whether he is a flat earther or not, the guy has over 18 million subscribers, the majority of which are young, impressionable people, teenagers, maybe even younger. And you know what? If their favorite fucking internet celebrity says the Earth's flat, then they are gonna fucking believe the Earth is flat.
Oh yeah,
and that is dangerous. It's so dangerous. When that rapper B.O.B. released his statement saying the Earth is flat, apparently the next day in one of the school in America, there was like actually a riot in one of the science classes because so many were fans of B.O.B. that they thought the teacher was some indoctrinated NASA agent and started freaking out.
Yeah, because why trust teachers that are knowledgeable in the sciences when you can trust someone who is I wouldn't call him a musician but a rapper? I mean,
yeah,
just ridiculous. But yeah, impressionable. I mean, it should be illegal technically speaking.
Yeah, when you see these people who are like, "Oh, I'm going to teach my children this," I'm like, I want to actually set you on fire.
Mm-hmm.
How fucking dare you do that to a child's mind?
Yeah, there is a reason why I think that homeschooling, wherever you are on the globe, and yes, it is a globe. Shut the fuck up, idiots. It should be there should be a what do you call them? A curriculum, and the kids have to be tested every once in a while, but not in their home.
Well, depending on the state of the U.S. that you live in, kids who are homeschooled still have to take the same standardized testing prior to graduation from high school.
Yeah, but where do they take that test?
They actually
they take it through a assigned teacher. It's a state test, so the test cannot just be dropped off to the child's house. They have to be accompanied by a state assigned.
It has to
in the UK, if you're homeschooling a child, you don't have to get them tested or anything. If you decide you're homeschooling a child, then it's up to you what happens. They don't have to do any standardized tests at all.
Well, here in the US, you still do, and those tests are proctored either at a local library or the school itself.
Okay, let me just get something that will scare people then. Imagine families that are both creationists, flat earthers, and tax evaders, or so-called sovereign citizens.
So Kinham's household,
homeschooling people, homeschooling,
or Kenthoven's household,
in a place like that. Oh man.
You also have to realize, Bo, that here in the U.S., there's some school systems that are so bad that people homeschool so they get actual, real education.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there are. I can't remember what state it is, but where the creationist story has been allowed into the biology classes.
See, that's just fucking wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of Tao's latest video, where he's got that guy standing there saying about they should be looking at promoting the alien invasion that's supposed to happen, and he was like, "Oh, everyone should homeschool because public schools are lost. They're lost." Like those kind of people should not be allowed to homeschool.
Well,
okay, so how do you beat this argument? Earth is flat. Suck my balls.
Well, you know what? I'd never thought about that. I
my balls are bigger, so you suck my balls.
I think the Earth's flat, guys. I can't argue with that.
A very large channel that's the argument.
Delano TV is satire. I am pretty sure.
It's gotta be.
You look at his other videos. There's a bunch of comedy videos on there, and then there's some flat Earth ones. So I really don't think he's for real.
Wait. You mean the flat Earth ones aren't the comedy ones?
Well, all flat Earth are comedy videos.
Oh, I didn't know there were comedy videos on there.
Oh,
flat out.
Who can share audio? Who has that capability?
Why?
I have something.
Yeah, something that probably needs to be vetted first.
It's not porn. It's my first flat earther.
Well, it's not porn.
/interaction.
I want porn. Give me porn.
Well,
Here you go.
okay, listen,
Yeah,
if you're
those
part
are
of
the
Veterans
paid
Talk Weekly Crew, or if you're a Patreon on YouTube, all you need to do is go to Flight Outs and click the pig icon, and then you'll get access to the Piggy Kink room. And
Alright.
the Piggy Kink room has my porn.
Okay, I'm scared now.
You should be.
Very much so.
Smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave.
That's a pretty picture.
Ooh.
Oh, is that a tomahawk?
Oh, look, guys, the rocket's going sideways. It's obviously fucking fake.
It made it.
No, it's good.
You made a mistake because you can see it going in two directions. I mean,
It's obviously just going to go land in Florida Disneyland.
Oh,
Hawaii?
God. You know what?
Those are good.
You just had to mention that because I've kind of been binge watching more of Tao Setti's
you too, huh?
yeah, the Flatron
Yeah.
compilation videos, and that one was on where he took frickin' Aussie Jesus's comments
The one that
about
he released
that.
yesterday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That fucking guy.
Yeah, that's his best one yet. And
Don't
like I
spoil
said,
too
I
much
was
for me. I haven't seen it yet.
I was in it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm in a Tao video."
Oh, did you fanboy out like a Chinese? Well, like a
little bit.
Japanese schoolgirl.
Although, for me, this is all still kind of weird because I only started doing this like right at the end of November, beginning of December, and for literally the whole year before that, I'd been obsessed with the whole flat Earth community thing, and I'd watched every single one of Red's videos, every single Simon Dan video, every Tao video, Geostriber, I'd watched all of them, and then next thing I know, I'm part of the community, and it's a little bit weird for me because I'd been obsessively binge watching all that stuff for so long, and then the next thing I know, I'm watching the videos and I'm in them.
I'm trying. I am on in like comment threads every day trying to find someone to debate me, and they say, and I'm like, okay, and here's the email address, and then I don't get a reply.
No,
try via non-sec.
Well,
the thing is, non-sec are having issues. Non-sec are even struggling.
Me and Fight.
Yes, well, Ranty Flat Earth said that he would debate me on, and Pig could produce it and stuff, but he hasn't got back to us.
Shocking.
But the thing is, with the non-sec, even the non-sec are struggling to find flatties to debate people. Like over the last month, they seem to have all run away. I'm not saying it's since I came on the scene, but it's
I
the non-sec
thought I had a guy.
doesn't allow them to run away without backing up their assertions. Most likely that.
Right. I thought I had someone, and I emailed non-sec, and they emailed back and said, "Yeah, pick a Saturday." And I emailed back to the person who said he would debate me, and nothing.
Yeah, well, I've had to find
not.
my own. Next Saturday, I'm debating Ali B.
Oh, that'll be fun. You're gonna really love that one. But getting back to Tao's compilation videos,
like that's gonna be great.
Yeah, I have to give Tao a little bit of shade, a little bit of criticism on his latest one, because one of the clips he had of Aussie Jesus, he was talking about the great big trees that used to be on the earth, and now they're all of that. He cut out he cut out my part where it's like, where I point out, it's like, you do know that video was an admitted troll, like,
yeah.
And he did not know how to respond to that.
Well,
is that the one that said no trees on flat Earth?
Yeah, no trees on a flat Earth. That's where he got that from, and it was an admitted trolling.
Well, let's just go through the things that Flat Earth Jesus believes, okay? The moon is a semi-transparent glass bauble that was made by giants digging the material out of the Grand Canyon. The sun is an interdimensional portal made to dilute the light of God. Pendulums are demonic forces controlling it to make it move backwards. Foucault's pendulum reverses during an eclipse.
Oh, you mean the guy who died in the 80s? Or 70s or whatever the hell it was?
The mountains are the remains of trees. That the earth is a living organism. Light doesn't travel; it is instantly just there.
Reverses.
Who knows? But some of these fuckwits also don't understand the basics of how our orbit is laid out, because they keep trying to say, well, if it's noon when the Earth is here on the summer solstice, 6 months later over here at the same point, it should be 12 hours later than what it actually is.
Do you want to hear Flat Earth Jesus' explanation for why we can't explain that? Because the sidereal day is a lie.
Oh my god.
Right. Although it can be measured.
Yeah.
But seriously, there is no flat earther in history, as far as I can tell, that is able to do anything against the so-called ball earth model, because in order to refute a model or discriminate it, or present a better one, you have to actually understand that particular model.
Well, okay, talking about a model, tomorrow Conspiracy Cats is debating somebody on NonSec that apparently has a working flat earth model.
Oh, I'll be looking forward to this hologram or whatever.
So actually, there's some good viewing tomorrow from 7:30 p.m. I'm being interviewed on Critical Think's channel. Then there's the comment stream on my channel from 10, and then when that finishes, it's Cats on NonSec.
Nice.
Conspiracy Cats is one of my favorites.
By the way, you wished, I see I see your question in the chat. Did Flat Earth Jesus' mother take LSD while he was in utero? Oh no, it's even worse. This dumbass has a 3-hour-long video called The LSD Experiment, where he took LSD, then streamed live, and he doesn't even fucking remember it.
Well, LSD, hello. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that word.
Here you go, Jared. Here's a video for you to watch.
Conspiracy Cats makes me wish that I had gone to school in the UK. Like, that's what that dude does.
I've been talking quite a lot with Cats, and he is just such a sound guy. Not only that, but he actually shares a lot of the kind of anger that I do for Flat Earth, because as an educator that he is, he sees it going against everything that he's ever worked towards. The spreading of stupidity is literally the opposite of what he stands for. So he doesn't show it in his videos, but he's actually angry about this shit, and he's got a big passion for shutting the stupid down.
Well, it warrants it. I mean, they're literally slapping him right in the face and the nuts.
Yeah, they're saying not only is he wrong, but he is spreading the wrongness to others.
There's that professor that he recently retired from MIT, and he says if you don't love science, then you had a bad science teacher, and that's true. And Conspiracy Cats is a great science teacher.
Oh yeah, he's got his second channel, the Baldy Cats, which is supposed to be the dry one. But you know what? I've enjoyed watching some of his explanations and math even more, because he's still Conspiracy Cats when he does it. And I could sit and listen to him teach me stuff for hours.
Well, yeah, the energy is still there.
Right.
You can tell that the passion is still there, even on the Baldy Cats channel. It's just he doesn't use the comedic fodder that is Delroyd or anyone else on Baldy Cats. He's just, hey, today we're talking about this, and bam, here it is.
And he's taught me things that I didn't know.
Oh no, absolutely. I was talking to him before I even created my Fight the Flat Earth account. I was talking to him on my old YouTube account that I just used to watch stuff, and then I told him I was going to create it, and he kind of talked me into it, and then I was asking him questions about like how to best do things and everything. So, he's such a good guy, and like he's everything
I would
that I
love
could want in a
to talk to him
teacher.
offline, and just Pick his brain.
Yeah, he's everything that I could want in a teacher. You know, I would love my son to be taught physics by him.
Correct. Yes, indeed.
I'll tell you what else I'm looking forward to. Simon Dan's introduction to astronomy.
Oh yes, very much so on Sunday.
I would love for Simon Dan to be my son's professor.
Yeah. I'm collaborating with Simon Dan on the 25th on his Flat Earth Friday one called Cosmic Egg.
Cosmic Egg?
Yeah, there's some guy that thinks the Earth's a cosmic egg. So.
Oh god.
Hold on. I created that. Bo, I created that, didn't I?
Huh?
Bo, I created the egg. Remember the turtle? Movie night 4 weeks ago.
No more egg. No, no, that hurts my brain. I'm starting to think about
I created
Edgar.
that, Bo. I created that 4 weeks ago.
Edgar with his retarded.
No, not Edgar. I'm talking about. Okay, you remember?
About it.
Okay, you remember the episode of Movie Night? What we went over. Essentially, it was 2 Indian gods who were invisible planets that did something within the flat Earth.
Unfortunately,
suggested. That was egg shaped. So I went with the theory that the Earth was actually an egg, and it's became something.
Well, you know what? I'm willing to bet that many of the really stupid stuff that flat earthers, latch onto and start spouting in their in their videos and so on, is from trolls.
Oh yeah, a lot of it is.
See if they can get.
Well, actually,
if the Earth's an egg, how the fuck can it be flat?
Hey,
it's a
firmament.
You'd have to wait until the 25th. Honestly, the video that we're doing it on, it's going to blow your mind with the stupid. Honestly.
Oh yeah, but to be fair,
you can find out what I mean.
To be fair, what my theory is Polaris is actually the genetic code of this egg. It's essentially the sperm cell.
Right.
What occurs is there's a magnetic vortex that keeps the sun and moon up and rotating. Because it's a vortex, it constantly moves. So eventually it will fall into the vortex, going straight to the center, which would be the North Pole. But the gravitational pull of that pulls down Polaris. And it crashes into the Earth. It crashes into the Earth, fermenting.
You've just broken reality.
Hold on, it ferments the Earth, right? Creating a new turtle. And then from this turtle, life will grow.
Have you read all the Discworld books? Because that is the basic plot for, I'm pretty sure, Faust.
What? I just made this up in the live stream. But
like the flat Earth, debate me on non sequitur. I'm a flat earther now.
Oh yeah.
I
think I might be after that.
No, I can make that's the amazing thing. I just make shit up on the spot and it works.
You literally just came up with the plot of one of Terry Pratchett's books that I read about 20 times.
April 1st, you and I, non sequitur.
I like the sound of that. I was actually thinking of doing some kind of April the 1st thing where I kind of hide all my videos and then put one out and change my channel art saying that I'm a flat earther.
The video that Big is talking about.
Up and go on non sequitur.
Yeah.
The video that we're talking about here that Iggy was trying to make something even more stupid out of had these 9, can't remember the title of it, but it had all the answers to flat Earth apparently. One of them is that all elements, including air, because for some reason air is an element, are diamagnetic.
Oh my goodness me, right. Let me talk about diamagnetics for 1 second, okay? On Earth, there has been 3 successful diamagnetic experiments. The most successful one was where they managed to rotate a frog within a terminal for 43 minutes. That frog exploded.
Ooh.
Okay?
Is that on video?
And to do that one thing, to make that frog move around, they had to pump more energy into that magnetic device than an entire city was taken in like a week. To be able to
Right.
create diamagnetic levitation, not only would it be impossible to control because the frog was spinning around like he was in a blender, but the energy requirements would just be insane.
And of course, there's a lot of loss, heat loss in this case, but imagine the energy that the frog, experienced.
Yeah.
Its organs. I mean, I'm betting that for example, there's a lot of iron in its. I don't know how the anatomics of
The iron
of the
within
frog,
the
but a
the
lot
iron within
its
any type
liver, for
of animal
example,
is not magnetic.
not
It's a
in its
unique type
kidneys.
of iron.
Yeah, but the thing is with diamagnetics is that it makes anything magnetic. You know, you don't have to have a metal for it to be affected by diamagnetic. Diamagnetic levitation would literally make any material or substance levitate because the magnetic force is that strong, and all atoms have a magnetic force.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that not all organs or all the substances in your body would react the same.
No, absolutely. If there was metallic compounds, they would probably have a stronger reaction.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that, well, a frog has blood, which has iron in it, if it's red blood.
Too much iron in your blood.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah, so diamagnetic levitation is something I'm planning on debunking in one of my Flirts with Idiots series with allegedly Dave.
In all seriousness, like I would definitely want to commit suicide that way.
I imagine it'd be similar to be inside a microwave.
Oh, I have something to tell you, but I can't comment on it because it would make me look like a psychopath.
Did you put a kitten in a microwave?
When I was 3, I had you are somewhat correct. When I was 3, I had some cake, and I wanted to heat up the cake for the cat. So I put the cat in the microwave with the cake.
What's wrong with that?
I think
I was too young to know what was going on. It was magic, man. I didn't fucking know what a microwave was.
When I was about 3, I did constantly throw my cat down the stairs because I wanted it to learn to fly.
Nice.
Right, I don't know if anyone has read any of Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books, but in those books he explains how to fly. The way you do it, right, is you find a really, really tall building, right, the tallest one you can, you jump, and then you miss the ground.
Well, he's not wrong.
Well, you use your sister, right? You don't do it yourself. You use your sister in the experiment.
That's the big secret. Throw yourself at the ground and miss.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
But, well, in the book, there's a bit more to it. You have to be able to distract yourself just before you hit the ground, and then apparently you forget to. And that's how Arthur Dent learns to fly.
Yeah, and don't forget your towel.
Yeah. So if you haven't read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books, then I would. That's probably my favorite set of books ever.
If you haven't read those.
So long, and thanks for all the fish, isn't it? That
Yeah, well, it's the 5 books are Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, The Rest from the End of the Universe.
I gotta ask, how does South America not exist? It's like I'm not even aware of that.
What?
Talk to
South America doesn't exist.
There you go.
South America doesn't exist. Why?
This is the level of Flat Earth Nirvana.
Well, let's see.
Oh no, it just like
Trails, Illuminati, Flat Earth, South. Oh, damn it! Yikes!
What?
I was just reading the web link.
Right.
How do you get there? Gosh, shit, my puppies are going crazy.
So I said about having a stream tomorrow, going through some of my comments. Obviously, any of you guys are welcome to come into the panel.
What time?
It's 10 p.m. GMT, so I don't know what time that'd be for you.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Yeah.
In other
Luca
words,
Pig was
it's-
nice enough to set up my OBS and everything for me, and so we're just
I may or may not have set it up to play porn randomly.
basically it's just going to be a bunch of random talking, going through some of the comments I've got and laughing at how stupid the comments are. And believe me, I've had some fucking stupid comments.
And honestly, all the YouTubers in this community, I wouldn't even call it debunking because flat Earth, there is nothing to debunk.
Yeah.
The flat Earth ridicule channels, they should at least once, every 2 months, make a video dedicated to idiotic comments.
Yeah, well, I'm planning a weekly series of it starting next week, actually, as well as the live stream I've got. I don't know if you guys have seen my schedule, but there's 4 videos a week and a live stream planned every week, as well as extra stuff that I've got planned. So, in fact, one of the weeks there's 8 videos coming out.
God damn.
And by the way, I finally found the video that Lukapig was talking about that we tried to kill ourselves with on a movie night. It's in the internal chat. I might as well put it in the external chat as well.
Why would you call me?
Hurt you guys.
Sorry.
Oh, it's really, really bad. I mean, Tornado Pelt, he went off the rails more than one time.
Yeah, man.
It was funny as hell.
That's typical Tornado.
What? You broke up then? Or was that me?
No, that's his regular
My connection is dying.
Don't die.
Or at least do it with style.
Don't kill yourself. Go out for a reason.
Suicide's all the reason I need.
See, if I was on the edge of a building about to jump, people would be like, "No, do a flip."
Do a flip.
I said it first.
I know, right?
No.
I said it at the same time on my end. There's
no.
You're in the United Kingdom, okay?
I heard Craig first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus
my
senior
personal
service,
experience-
so I always win.
Hold on.
Come on.
Because of how
Everybody knows
electricity
except the
works,
flat earthers
there's a
that
delay.
do not die from falling off or jumping off a building.
No, you fucking die from the impact.
Well, from the sudden deceleration, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
the fact that your skull is still trying to go whilst the pavement is stopping it.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be
See,
fair, you can die from the jump if you have a heart attack.
You know what I'm actually really happy about is that it's private companies that are going to be taking us to Mars and beyond, because as a private company, you've got every fucking right to decide who you take. And if I was Elon Musk, I would no, if your IQ is below 130, get the fuck.
Oh yeah, and no one would be able to. Well, practically nobody would be able to, even though they will, be calling them government shills because, well, no,
they're a private corporation.
Yeah. Craig, I will say just here, telephone sanitizers.
What? Telephone sanitizers?
Please do explain.
Yeah, please elaborate, sir.
The human race. So some planet is dying, and they put all the telephone sanitizers on a spaceship and send them off, and they crash on the Earth, and that's where the human race came from.
Yeah.
But what's really funny is that the planet wasn't really dying; they just wanted to get rid of these boring telephone sanitizers.
Yeah, was that the one with the captain that was constantly in the bath?
I can't remember, but then the entire population of the planet dies through some infection gained from insanity.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was drawing a complete blank there, but I haven't read the book either. So
I seriously, I thoroughly recommend you read all 5 Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books.
The thing is, even when I read technical manuals that I love to read, I start noticing, hang on, this sounds familiar, and then I find out, oh, for fuck's sake, I've been reading the same paragraph or line a couple of times. So I can't even do that anymore. Not even the stuff I love to read. So I mean, I'm not dyslexic or anything like that, but yeah, no.
Is anyone reading anything good at the moment?
Hey?
Anyone reading anything good at the moment?
Yes.
I'm scrolling through Twitter.
I have some hentai that I've been reading or watching, and it's pretty good.
I have been rereading The Art of Electronics by Horowitz and Hill. It's my Bible.
You can see that.
I do have.
Do not Panic.
I do.
Yeah,
I do have
Don't
the
panic.
Bible of audio engineering for concerts, etc. From although it was produced by Yamaha. Does that count?
Yeah.
Screen, yay.
Yeah.
Inception.
Any textbook is any technical textbook is a Bible to us, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm reading Stephen Hawking's posthumous book.
Ooh, hey, service manuals for Hammond radios or Harris radios or
any radios.
Oh yeah, almost. I mean, Yaesu radios? Hell no.
Oh, come on.
ICOM, Motorola, Raquel.
Here, did you click that second link I just shared in the live chat?
I have not yet.
Hi.
There's a reason why I went Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Oh no, what?
Police in Arizona are investigating a long-term care facility after report based on a single anonymous source that a woman who has been in a vegetative state for at least a decade gave birth.
Oh. That's not good.
Oh.
WTF indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, gee, that.
Pig, when did you find a
make
job?
a consent joke there.
No.
I just did. I said, Pig, when did you find a job?
I might just give that one to Kyle. Perhaps he will use it on Sunday.
Actually, send me that, and I'm gonna send it to a friend who's a writer.
Hey, look at it yourself.
I'm lazy.
Click the link.
Yeah, exactly.
Lazy.
You're lazy. Do it yourself.
See, the thing is, I'm very lazy as well. But when you're lazy and intelligent, it's great because you can find easy ways to do shit.
Yeah.
I know one. I know one. Hey,
Or wait,
look at
work
Pig.
smart, not hard.
Look at Pig. Do you ever get bored?
Yeah,
That's
and then
when-
and
when I
then he starts.
masturbate.
No, he gets bored. Then he starts randomly calling me 5 minutes after I tell him, "No, I got shit I got to go do."
Yeah, but
Is this a silly thing to say? But I don't know how to be bored.
No,
It's either
I'm
it's either I
asking
get
Luke
bored and I watch porn, or I get
So
bored
you
and I
do
call
get bored?
Jared.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I get bored and I watch
right.
porn, or I get bored
have you-
and I call Jared while watching.
Have you ever heard somebody say, "Only stupid people get boring, get bored"?
No.
No,
That-
No,
that-
maybe it's just a Danish thing. Oh.
No, no, it's not. It is universal, but you know what? Get rid of the grilled onions and.
Well,
What's
porn
wrong?
is the sacrament of the religion that I'm creating.
This is food
Hey,
porn.
as
so.
long as there
I
isn't
want to
any
be in this
pineapple on
religion.
that
Right.
thing.
Does anybody else have problems turning off their brain?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
have an on-off switch, so.
No, I feel like that. I think that's why I don't get bored, is because there's always something in my head that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just poor, so I stay bored.
Well, that's my problem in the morning.
Close the door.
I want to sleep, but my brain turns on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I flew from Schiphol in Holland to Chicago back in 2007 for a ham convention, that was a 6-hour flight. I was literally walking up and down the aisles constantly. It was not a fun trip.
I think that's any veteran can sympathize with your brain just turns on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not long after basic training, that the klaxon that you would hear first thing in the morning, that would literally just switch my body on. I didn't have to, I'd be asleep, but the second that klaxon went off, I was just on, ready to go. And my brain was active.
There's a reason why corporals in the British Army tells an idiot who is just slacking off to switch on. There's a reason. I bet that's the reason why they say it.
Possibly.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no! You really want to wake me up and put me in a rather cross mood to begin with? start out with reveille, all hands heave out and thrice up. It's like, you motherfucker.
Call the hands. Call the hands. Call the hands.
Oh, stupid thing.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I'm getting ready for activation. Stop it. My God.
Yeah, at least it's not the collision alarm.
No, but I got the nuclear radiation alarm.
I haven't been in the military for over 9 years now, but a couple of weeks ago I saw a lieutenant commander in a shop, and I saluted him without even thinking.
In civilian clothing.
Yeah, I was, I've got a hoodie on with a Red Lantern thing on top with my fucking walking stick, and I'm still trying to salute this fucking lieutenant commander. And it was just a total. I didn't even think that I was doing it.
Oh, I can see that happening. Oh man.
Well, here's a funny thing. On Navy ships, they say all hands heave out and trice up. We don't have triceable racks.
No, we don't. But they still do it. They still say it. It's like,
right. How are you supposed to trice up your rack? We don't have triceable racks.
Well, it's tradition. I mean, you still hear people say, "Oh, could you wind back that tape when they're watching a video?"
Yeah,
I mean, it just sticks on.
When our Blockbuster went out of business,
you guys are fucking old. We just say rewind.
I stole all their please rewind stickers that they sell in backstock.
Do you think
slapped them on a bunch of DVDs?
Do you think if we showed Piggy
nice.
what to do with it? Oh, in fact, it's got 2 holes. He would definitely know what to do with it.
Well, no.
Send me a picture.
He would.
To him, everything is a glory hole.
He would come up with something to do with it. It may not be the correct thing to do with it.
What are we talking about? What device?
VHS tapes.
Oh, I know all kinds of things to do with VHS tapes.
Yeah, but
the little black tape in the center, you could use that to fucking strangle yourself. There's 2 holes on the left and right side. You could put your dick in that.
Right.
Depending on how much tape you have, you could actually maybe make a semi-okay fleshlight.
Right, who here knows the connection between a cassette tape and a number 2 pencil?
Oh,
graphite.
You have to put it at an angle for it to work, but yeah.
You can use it to rewind the tape manually by hand.
Yes.
Not just actually, more commonly, not so much just to rewind, but to re-spool.
Yeah.
In the chat, I was I was based in Portsmouth for a while. I was based in Gosport. I was based in Faslane, Plymouth, and Rosyth. That was the different places I was based in the UK.
Oh, guess where I live right now? A city called Portsmouth.
In
the not Europe?
No, in the only place that matters. Granted, it is the belly button of it, but... Which actually, when you think about it, in these sorts of references, it kind of makes sense. I mean, Florida is the dick of America. Virginia, especially the Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Portsmouth area is the belly button. Jersey is the armpit.
Oh no, and Denmark is the face. Oh man, I'm connected to the US. Crap.
Oh god, wow.
Oh wow.
Huh?
Yeah, this was the other thing that we were going to bring up that Jay linked is like, are these serious though? That's the question.
It's real.
I've seen
it in several other places.
Jared, you forgot Texas. It's the belt buckle.
Wait. Is the belt buckle or is a belt buckle?
And it's like the muffin top over the top of it.
I'd say the belt buckle, Charles.
What about the double ass cheeks?
We don't talk about that.
California out.
Nah, California's just where all the plastic bits come from.
Oh, she's kind of hot out.
Oh no!
I would.
Hey, am I?
Jared, you obviously not silicone, but implants.
That picture of a lady in uniform there. That flag, is that the NATO standard flag?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, because I mean Denmark is sadly inflicted by the. I mean, our uniforms are inflicted by the NATO standard format for flags, and it just looks horrible. It's almost squared.
Well, that doesn't matter. But here's the real question: would you? I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, and
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the flag. Thank you very much.
Well,
that's not the question though.
Yeah. You wished. Video Pirate in the chat has the better answer for you.
Texas is the taint.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, what's the taint?
But here's the thing: if Texas is the taint, does that make Southern California the asshole?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Well, isn't that where it starts?
There's a reason why Steve's there. Steve McRae.
Oh, don't diss Steve. Beardy's great.
I like Steve McRae.
Steve is an atheist.
Just don't tell him.
I've been saying that for about two. No, I've been telling him that for about 2 months now.
Yeah,
Oh,
but do it to his face while he's
I have.
drunk.
I have.
Well,
Jared was there when I told him that he was an atheist. Were you not there, Jared?
It was hilarious.
Guys, you do realize that I'm God, so none of you are atheists.
Are you Lord Stephen Christ?
Okay, I retract my previous statement.
I have to say, Stephen Christ, back when I would interact with him, it was pretty fun, and that was before he went crazy. Well, he was still crazy,
he was already crazy.
Yeah, but he wasn't full of himself at that point.
Oh.
Like he would join hangouts, you could interact with him.
No.
It was before the cult.
He told me that I was in imminent danger, that I was going to die soon, like imminently.
And
so I responded and said, when? Like, can you give me a date so I can make plans? And nothing.
Oh, here's the thing. I do miss his presence in the idiot community for one reason and one reason only. Every time he would get pissed off at me or just the people around who were interacting with him, he would curse the individual or the entire group. Every time he cursed me, something amazing happened afterwards, like within days afterwards.
So it wasn't just me. Like, we need to keep this guy around.
Well, Flurfs leave nice comments sometimes as well. I once had a Flurf, Tyler Durdham. You may have seen him around in comments. His comment towards me was, "Don't drive. I've put a hex on you."
Oh, you know, when people make comments like that, you should record a video while driving. Not doing the look at the camera thing. That would be idiotic, but, you know, film yourself while you're driving and talking.
You mean like the You mean like the setup I'm starting to make on my helmet now?
Mm-hmm. What the? Make Orwell fiction again?
Nice.
That's my new hat coming soon.
I like.
Am I missing something here?
God was instructional.
The book 1984.
Oh yeah, that was a very instructional book.
So the current state of politics in the U.S. This is why I'm doing it. It's a jab at the extreme group.
There is no. The government has been shut down because again they can't do their jobs.
Well, no, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about society in general.
Well, I wasn't talking about the carrots specifically, but
you know what's funny? My dad would wear one of those hats, the "Make America Great Again," and I think Trump is a fucking retard.
Totally agree.
But I don't want to go down that road, so I just don't say anything. It's.
But he does give he himself is a constant source of why don't I like Trump? Why do I think he's an idiot? Yada 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 yada. I hereby refer to his Twitter account.
He's a retard.
Guy should not have a Twitter account. Like, can you imagine his like handlers and stuff? Like, is he on Twitter again? Oh, fuck, you've given him the Twitter access again.
It's like, God damn it, who gave him his phone?
Why don't they just like shut it down and
they can't
just not tell him?
Because it's the president's Twitter account.
The thing I'm wondering about is that when Obama was put in office, how much trouble did the Secret Service, I think it was, have in trying to have get Obama to relinquish his BlackBerry and all that.
Yeah.
But he did eventually, didn't he?
Here's the funny thing. There's something funny about what's currently going on with Trump and data security when it comes to being the president. Due to how advertisement agencies work and how ad services are delivered, during an investigative report, I believe it was the New York Times. I'm pretty sure it was the New York Times was able to track Trump's GPS locations from his iPhone because of his advertisement profile. Yes,
impossible. Nope. The location that you can enter in the Twitter app, yes, but not his GPS
not
location.
by his no
incorrect.
Through his advertisement profile, not his Twitter account, his advertisement profile.
Oh, but okay, fair enough. But saying it as
I'm not talking about Twitter.
No, fair enough. But saying that they are tracking him, via GPS, etc., that would be incorrect. In a general area of where he is, that I can understand.
No, you can get up to
it doesn't have to do anything with his GPS receiver in a phone or a tablet.
Not in America. Okay, here's the thing, especially with Google Ad Service. Google Ad Service tracks GPS even if you tell them no on the basic account. That's just pausing the tracking on your end.
Are you aware that you can track a phone's location to very precisely, actually, without even using a GPS receiver?
I understand, and that's how
the normal people use the GPS. Fix it all,
When you talk to the normal public, the problem is you can't make it as complicated. You can't say that you triangulated the location based off of known areas, Wi-Fi routers, etc.
Then again, it wouldn't be
easier to say. It's just easier to say GPS location.
Yeah,
it's basic for people to understand.
But it would.
You can be incorrect.
It would actually also be dishonest in my mind.
It's not dishonest. It's just a simple way to tell the public that they were able to track Trump through his advertisement profile.
Yeah, and just stop it there.
His exact location.
Instead of saying blah, 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 GPS, you could say blah, 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 based on local
Okay, it was the blah, la, 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 la. That's all it was. Blah, la, 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 la.
Instead of saying something about GPS, just say that it's because of the local ads on his
ad services uses GPS.
No, it does not necessarily.
Yes, it does.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
If it's a GPS-enabled device, which cellular phones nowadays are, then yes, it does tap into the GPS location that way.
Yeah, it can if it's enabled, and if it isn't,
you can't disable it.
Location
on any type of Android device, you cannot disable it.
Or the Wi-Fi.
GPS isn't real.
No, it's balloons, man. Come on, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's balloons.
Obviously, it's just cell towers, which is why we can get GPS in the middle of the ocean.
Right.
Well, someone once told me what to do. They have buoys underwater that are little things underwater that allow you to do it.
That can transmit through hundreds of miles of water.
Right.
Yes, because water is conductive. By the way, these are arguments I've actually heard before. Just so you know.
I believe you. I've heard just the stupid things like, no, the moon isn't our natural satellite. It's a semi-translucent glass orb that is filled with helium made by the giants. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
No. It's a hologram projection.
No. This is what Flat Earth Jesus said, and then his explanation for the craters was that because it was glass and up into the sky, as glass cools, it bubbles and pops. And that's why you see perfectly round craters.
And what the fuck was he talking about? I don't even know.
Straight after saying that, his next words were, and that is the more logical explanation.
Ouch.
He doesn't know what logical means.
But in his head, the fact that giants dug it out of the ground, somehow turned it into glass, filled it with more helium than we have on the planet, and put it in the sky to mock us, is more logical than it being Earth's natural satellite.
Well, of course. I mean, sure. Because magic, right? I mean...
It's really easy when you don't know anything and you can just make up shit on the spot.
Yeah,
he's dead
why
serious.
Why does the sun go down every night? Because they have to, they have to switch out the bulb because it's such a powerful bulb that it doesn't last that long. So they have to, when it's nighttime, they turn it up. They go up there with ladders or whatever, and they, switch out.
No, it's because of the obscurity point and height observation. For fuck's sake, what's wrong with you, you idiot?
No. You're both wrong. It's because the sun gets tired from running around its track all day. It needs to go home and get some sleep.
A Poe is indistinguishable from a real flat earther.
Yeah, unless they're a bad one like Multi-Tum-Tum or Multi-Dum-Dum, whom, by the way, I have not seen for a long time now. I'm starting to miss that idiot.
No, wasn't he around recently? I thought I saw him.
Well, I haven't seen him on the non-sec for a long time.
Maybe it was one of the other ones. You can rely on these certain ones to come around now and then.
Well, hey, Multi-Tum-Tum was one of them. One of those that always are there, but I haven't seen him for a while.
Oh,
Dum-Dum's been in several chats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
well,
he always...
There is a user with a name that's very similar. Tum-Tum34, I think it is. And he's not a flat earther at all. But,
well, what was that guy Victor? I would always hear him, and then I started watching the atheist experience. And I heard him on there.
You're talking about
the Victor guy.
I don't know.
New York accent.
Oh yeah, Wotan. It is Wotan.
Wotan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a funny guy somehow. I mean, he's not an idiot, but he is he is dumb.
Well, the funny thing is, he was like slightly educated, but like not enough.
Know how to apply it.
Right. Just going to randomly read you the last paragraph in the first section of Stephen Hawking's new book, and the section is there a God? And this is his answer. Do I have faith? We are each free to believe what we want, and it's my view that the simplest explanation is that there is no God. No one created the universe, and no one directs our fate. This leads me to a profound realization. There is probably no heaven and afterlife either. I think belief in an afterlife is just wishful thinking. There is no reliable evidence for it, and it flies in the face of everything we know in science. I think that when we die, we return to dust, but there's a sense in which we live on in our influence and in our genes that we pass to our children. We have this one life to appreciate the grand design of the universe, and for that, I'm extremely grateful. I think that might be the best paragraph I've ever read.
Well, you got to remember that Aaron said that he was faking.
Who? I'm sorry.
Jaron said that.
Oh yeah, Jism. Oh yeah, I know. I mean, he is a Poe.
Yeah.
There is
no. He's worse than a Poe. He's a con man.
Yes, he is. Correct.
Yeah. He makes about $1,500 per month on Patreon right now.
Yeah.
In addition to what
He said that-
whatever it is he
said
makes
that
on
Stephen
YouTube.
Hawking was faking being sick.
I've actually got a video about Jeranism in. It's my last one of the month, and it's basically just in it for the money.
Like who would sit in a wheelchair for 40 years?
Yeah.
How much money are you paying?
How much would you accept for sitting in a wheelchair for 40
it's not
years?
just the wheelchair though; it's the cosmetic features that comes with sitting in that wheelchair. I mean,
Correct.
like there's a reason why his teeth were so fucked up.
Yeah, there's no amount of money that would pay that.
Man, yeah,
There
Jaren
was
is a.
actually a Twitch streamer who pretended to be a cripple for the sole purpose of donations. Then one day, the dog was spilling water next to an outlet, and he got up not thinking, and keep from a huge fuck up occurring.
Yeah.
On stream. Oh yeah.
Jeranism apparently earns about $2,000 a month off his YouTube.
Yeah.
And then plus that on Patreon. That's
Although, you know what? I get more views and subscribers a day than he does.
well. The important part is the total minutes per day or per week and so on of views. And of course, I mean the bigger the view time to viewer ratio is, the better. And that's an indication of how much people like your videos.
Well, I think my videos seem to have at least 3/4 of the view duration as average, and it says that the average user watches each of my videos 2.7 times.
I watch the fuck out of it.
On the analytics, does it show where people drop off during a video?
No.
Because that would be great
somewhat.
tool to
It
find out
tells
what
the
you're doing
average
wrong.
duration of who's watched, like the average duration of watch time. Which, if you have like a 10-minute video, could be like 2 to 7 minutes is the average duration. But it also depends on if you're streaming, etc. But one thing I'd like to point out is I've never watched any of your videos flat.
Well, here's the thing. If someone starts watching one of his videos and then stops before the end of it, I go and I find them.
Please watch my videos, Pig. I've worked hard on them.
I haven't watched your videos. Every once in a while, I'll catch a skeptic video. Like, I don't watch Red's videos.
You watch?
I'm just here. Yeah, I'm just here to chill.
I know where you live.
Hey, listen.
outside.
I said only butt stuff, okay?
Oh, I'll do butt stuff too.
Oh.
Pig, go and watch that video. There's Naked Scotty Storm at the beginning.
And the stream went to shit.
Seriously, Piggy, click on that.
When does that not happen? Ever since I've been part of, Jared's channel, it's always goes to shit.
Piggy.
I know.
Click on the link. There's porn at the beginning. You'll like it.
No, there isn't. You're a liar.
No, I'm not lying. Scotty Storm is naked at the beginning of this video.
Oh, that one.
He was so insufferable on
And
that.
plus, if I wanted to see
on the
Scotty
Minecraft
naked,
channel.
I'd just smell him some Adderall.
Oh, you don't even need to do that. You just tell him that you love him long time.
And when he got thrown off the
I would promise him some methamphetamine. That's all I would do.
All right, I gotta get going. The only thing I need before I leave is for Look a Big to say that he's gonna watch Fight the Flat Earth.
No. Only if you send me a picture of you fully naked.
I already did that.
I want another.
You told me that you had information, and if I didn't, you'd show everyone, and the positions you made me do, and
I know we did all these different things. Like, but how is that not already done?
Because they get horny. I've already jerked off like 5 times through those videos. They're old now. I need new videos.
So what's with the turtles?
I already jerked off 7.
This is how I feel when Piggy's trying to call me on Discord all the time. The top turtle is me. The bottom turtle is Piggy.
I'm a 22-year sailor. Like, Piggy, you're not gonna weird me.
I'm not trying to out weird you. I'm being honest.
Isn't that pretty accurate, Jared?
Yes.
Why aren't you subscribed to me, Piggy? Don't you love me?
I think I might be subscribed to you.
Better fucking be.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
find
Just
you.
for that, everyone unsubscribed from fucking Flat Earth.
Oh, hell no.
Fight the Flat Earth. I'm unsubscribing. Hold on. I'm gonna even see if I am subscribed. Hold on.
You don't even know?
Gotta look to see if you
Fight
like
the
that.
Flat Earth. Hey, I put fight in and it came up. Okay, no, I am not subscribed.
Oh,
You know what's really scary is that I was just I decided to pull up a video there and it's recommending D-Marble.
Google's
Yes,
listening
your
to this
computer's
hangout.
sanitized right now.
Hold on, no, Google's just listening to this hangout. That's it.
no.
Piggy, you haven't subscribed. I'm watching.
I just subscribed. Shut the fuck up.
Right, there you go. You subscribed. Thank you.
Now blow me.
No.
Oh,
That's private time, Piggy. I have told you.
okay. Just this time, don't include anyone else. I just want it to be me and you.
Well, can they watch at least?
So no Professor Funbags then. Got
Yes.
it.
Aww.
Too late.
I mean, she's dumb as fuck, but I'd hit that.
Is welcome.
Well, hey, that's you could use a butt plug.
No, when I say hit that, I'd just keep punching
Oh,
till it stopped
You know what?
talking.
I have a weird
Who
feeling
here
that
is the
privately
part
he's
of?
very
Hold on,
sweet. That's my theory.
guys. I got a question. Who here is part of
Now
Pig's
look,
Geek Show?
my
Or Pink
my
Room?
offer to debate Funbags, she loses.
She what now?
I really gotta go.
Okay.
See you
Later, Cat.
Cats, man.
See ya, Cat.
Come in and in tomorrow in shouting.
Hang on.
Wait a minute.
Was not subscribed to you. Just saying.
Aw.
So
Jared,
what-
would you
what was-
reiterate my offer about Funbags, the debate with Funbags?
Oh, I'm starting to crash mentally from being up for 18 hours already.
Yeah, that's nothing. You're young.
I'm not
How old
much
are you,
younger than you.
Hey, you're 5 years younger or something. Come on.
But how old actually is it, people here?
35.
Hey, I'm 35.
40 and a half.
I'm 19.
Yeah, teenager.
45.
And
Five here.
So I'm the old fuck then.
not the oldest, but
I don't know. Squirrel gets pretty close when
Hey, I
he's here.
turned 26 on
No,
20,
5 or 6.
25th, so
Man.
and computer.
So I got a question. Who here's a part of Piggy's kink room?
No one.
I know you're a part of it. I know.
And I did that
not
just
me.
to show you.
Nobody let me in.
Just to show you support.
No, you can get in. Under Flight Ops, the chat room, you just click the little pig icon there.
Yeah. Which
I can't click anything in Flight Op.
Hold on. It's the other. If you check the pinned comments, like if you go to Flight Ops. So if I go to Flight Ops here, check the pinned comments, pinned messages. Hold on. Let me pin it.
Well,
there you go.
Hang on.
It's pinned.
Can people who don't have text access still do reactions? That's the question.
No.
Mm-hmm.
If they do not have text, do not have text access, they can.
Yeah, because
but if they do not have,
the only people who should be
Okay.
able to type in Flight Ops are you and me.
I know, but they can click the icon. So we have. I'm not going to mention who's there, but there's 5 people in total.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And all I do is post porn and bondage there. Bondage is separate from porn.
Yeah, I have to say it's been.
Well, that would be
more-
nice for I have to say.
It's been more tame than I expected it.
Oh, I haven't started posting anything really there.
I think I'm gonna have to go soon, guys. It's 20 to 4 here.
Yeah, it's.
Night fight.
I just wish I was anything close to being ready to sleep.
It's definitely been one of those days where it's like, I'd like to go on movie night, but honestly, sleep is sounding really good about
All you need
now.
is energy drinks or
No,
cocaine.
no, dude.
You can see when you get
Dude,
old.
seriously, you are fucking your body up by doing that.
Yeah, man. Don't do
Like,
it.
I plan on dying by 25. Like, I'm trying to eat myself into an early grave.
There are better ways to do it. Try,
Oh, I know. The fucking bullet. That's it.
No.
Which movies are on this? The
No, there's alcohol.
The 3 videos that are on for tonight. Ranty Flat Earth. I'm not even going to say which one it is because it's him.
It doesn't matter.
And then the no, I just can't say it. Mr. Kent Hovind.
You mean no, call him Hovine the Bovine.
No, that would be disrespectful to.
We get an AIG video.
Yeah, and then the answers in
AIG.
quotes answers unquote in Genesis. Prehistoric sea creature found with intact skin and blubber.
Wow.
What? From Answers in Years, December 17th last year.
I got a question.
The video that I posted in the meetup chat.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Hi guys, I'm gonna go now. I'll speak to you all later. And remember,
Stay
anyone...
for one moment, Fight. This is about
He already left.
Ranty. Damn it.
Good.
Okay. Well, I need everyone to go to Ranty's channel and spam him. Message Fight the Flat Earther or Fight the Flat Earth.
I never do something like that. I would never do stuff like that just by someone wanting me to do it. I want to do it myself.
Well, you should want to do it yourself so we can get
No.
Ranty in for Monday.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Hey there, gang. What's up? Sorry I'm late.
Hey. You missed all the fun.
Yeah, you missed
I
all
will
the
keep
fun.
it PG for you.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Wait, by PG, do you mean parentally gross? Then, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
then it would be accurate.
This is interesting.
What? What's interesting? People trying to normalize
Qualify for
pedophilia?
U.S. national curling team.
Wait, are you talking about non-sec?
No.
No, the pedophilia comment that he made.
Showing something. You're not
No
showing
one-
I don't
no
think
one
so,
made a
but then I don't watch
pedophilia
non-tech
content.
very often.
Oh.
You're starting to
Yeah,
hear
there's
things
a-
again.
Huh?
Yeah, they've now got a name for themselves. Minor attracted persons.
Oh, that's
fuck
like
that.
a couple years old now.
It's finally finding mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still bullshit.
Oh, it's all bullshit.
And they're trying to attach themselves to the LGBTQ community.
Oh, fuck
Oh, yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Here's the thing, right?
Thankfully, most who are, most of the LGBT community have been hammering down on that shit. Thankfully.
We just have to make like some kind of law that says if you are minorly attracted, you should be chemically castrated. Problem solved.
No,
problem.
it's not. Because here's
They
the
could
thing.
still be touching them, so.
Yeah, chemical castration does not guarantee removal of the urge to still violate the child.
Well, on top of that, the chemical castration is, depending on how old the subject is, isn't necessarily permanent. Eventually, it might actually stop working.
Well, is that something that where you have to take some pills for the rest of your life?
It's actually most of them, I believe, are injectable. But you would have to take testosterone blockers for quite a while.
Okay, what about just genital what's the word I'm looking for?
Genital mutilation.
Mutilation, yeah.
Oh,
Well, that happens to boys on a daily. That happens to infant boys on a daily basis.
Yeah, see, you're going with punishments that don't really actually deter the potential for future acts. It just changes the methodology.
You have to think. Look, Pig. They are
okay. Let me. Let me come up with
to force someone who is heterosexual to be homosexual. You can't just
also
do it. I mean,
also don't look at Pig. But one more thing about chemical castration: even if it works completely, the only thing it does is prevent somebody from breeding. That's it.
Okay. Well, what about this? So, I know a cheap way. Sure. You get a steel braided rope, essentially, right? Just like a rope made out of steel. And then you make that into a noose. A reusable noose.
Ooh.
I know. An even cheaper way is to hand load special. That's it.
Yeah, get a nice hollow point right up next to the guy.
Well, with the noose, you can reuse it if it's just like a lead or fucking not lead. I'm thinking bullets again. If it's just like a rope made out of.
You know what? All you need. Actually, I have a better one for you. Look at Pig. Try this one on for size. What we do is we put him in a decompression chamber and flip the switch.
Oh, I would like to see that.
I have an even better one. How about we force them to use Kurt Cobain's microphone, but upside down?
No.
In the chat.
No, Psystrike has it right. Could always let tornadoes space them.
Actually, I'm the one that put tornado on the idea of spacing people.
What is spacing people? I'm confused.
I mean, I would actually just use a.
That's taking them up into an oxygen resistant environment and putting them out an airlock.
Oh, I like that idea.
But would that be too quick?
No, because there can be bars on the airlock so you can watch them.
The decompression. I'm talking about the speed of decompression.
It depends if you tell them, if you give them a heads up, exhale now, and then they exhale and then you do it.
No. You convince them that it's best to try and hold their breath.
But you want to see them suffer. You want to see them try to breathe in. That will just explode their lungs.
Well, the pain would probably cause them to exhale, but.
Yeah. No. It's at such a rate it would just explode their lungs.
That's why I said you have to think about rate. Slowly.
I thought you said you wanted to make them suffer, not bleed out in 30 seconds or less.
Yeah, that's why I'm having them exhale.
Yeah,
Actually, regardless of circumstances, if you get flushed out of a spacecraft without a pressure suit, you're looking at probably about 2 minutes. If you can retrieve him inside of 2 minutes, then the chances of him surviving are pretty high. Anything more than 3 minutes, and actually 2.5 minutes, and he's boned.
Yeah,
as long as you take at least a second or so to depressurize him, which is pretty much what an airlock would do, the chances of him actually being damaged in the initial out is fairly small, but he's going to pass out within about 10 seconds or so.
But they will also
Up
have
to 30,
horrible-
depending on how good he is.
They would
I think
also have
recycling would be
horrible
better, personally.
hypothermia, wouldn't they?
I would think recycling would be better. Impulse them out of a torpedo tube.
Well, if we're talking recycling, can we go Soylent Green?
No.
No. Because that's actually that's actually your green. If Soylent Green would actually be you try to feed people to people. That's no good.
Well, I didn't say we had to feed them to people. We could feed them to like wildlife or like farm animals, things like that.
Well, that's what I'm thinking of. You impulse them
Like
out of the torpedo
pigs
tube,
will-
they're going to come out as a thin mist, and they
Yeah.
feed the ocean ecosystem.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
again, you got
Actually,
guys
hold
like
on,
me
hold on.
who live off.
If I just had an amazing idea about the torpedo tube. If you take a torpedo tube, right, and you do it over plankton that are iron deficient, well, we could cause, we could help climate change. We could actually solve climate change by feeding iron deficient photoplankton and
If
causing
that
such
was
a
the case, it would be global warming and not climate change. And no, they
Okay.
are not.
So if you take iron, this is one of the strategies that they're talking about to try to help, is taking iron deficient photoplankton, giving them iron, so there's a huge population boom, causing less CO2 and more oxygen to be developed.
Yeah,
you'd have to do that on a massive scale to make a whole lot of difference.
And not just that, is if you go overboard with the algae bloom and the resulting oxygen would actually become prohibitive to our breathing, because here's the thing, there needs to be a fine balance maintained in the oxygen level of the atmosphere. If you go too high, the atmosphere quite literally becomes flammable.
Well, no, actually, you've not got that quite right. Too much oxygen would be toxic.
And then flammable on top of it. So not only would it kill us from the toxicity, but then everything else that managed to survive beyond that would go up in a fireball from the slightest source of natural heat.
Here's a good one for you. Try this one on for size. Do you know why a fish flops around when you toss it on the pier?
Because it's the only way it can move.
No. That's not it at all, as a matter of fact. It actually has more to do with, it has quite a bit more to do, in fact, with the fact that it's trying to breathe overpressured oxygen, and it then suffocates because it's too much.
Well, not just that. The way the gills are set up, it's meant to pull the free oxygen from the water, not from a gaseous state, not from a gaseous medium. So they come out of water, their gills quite literally dry out. They are unable to even pull the free oxygen from the air.
That's not exactly true, believe it or not. Most fish, when they're in a liquid that doesn't have a lot of free oxygen in it, they can go up to the top and breathe in a little bit of oxygen, or they breathe in a little bit of the air. You've probably seen your goldfish do this 1,000,008 times. But they have an air bladder, most fish today, most modern fish. And they have the ability to absorb limited amounts of oxygen from that.
Yes, but
if you overload it, then the fish is boned.
In order for the gills to work properly, they have to have a proper mucous membrane.
Well, one thing you haven't thought about, there are surface animals that are in air that do not have lungs. What about them? They have there are animals on land that have gills. I'm not talking about amphibious animals either. Woodlouse.
I was going to say you're talking insects.
Well, yeah.
Well, actually, almost every insect that currently exists takes in oxygen through spiracles in their carapace.
At their joints.
Yeah, but would they be called gills?
No.
For all of them?
Nope.
No. That's the weird thing I learned about woodlice, that they actually do have gills. So if the air is too dry, they suffer. That was some enlightenment right there.
Well, that's actually a new one on me. I hadn't heard that one.
No.
And yes, I'm going to be looking it up before I say anything. Before I
that would
tell
be
you you're
the opposite of flat earthers. What they would do.
Yeah. Well, duh. That's the way that shit's supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Woodlice, you said they were?
Yeah.
Woodlice aren't insects, though. They're.
I posted the wiki in the inside. Oh, there's another one. I can't remember what they're called. Oh.
Actually, it's a crustacean.
Yeah.
It's not even an insect. It's a crustacean.
Yeah, as I said, they're not insects.
Yeah.
Like crabs. Crabs have gills as well.
Mm-hmm. But they can walk around on land if they want to.
Right. Yeah.
And there are also crabs that live exclusively on land.
Oh, like the coconut crab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they take in oxygen the same way. If I'm not mistaken, they take in oxygen the same way most insects do, or they have one of those primitive lungs like the rest of the fish that they've worked up to be able to use properly.
I wouldn't say used properly, because properly is, from other crabs, that's improper use of their lungs or fucking gills.
Yeah. Okay,
If that's relative.
I chose the wrong word there.
Oh yeah.
More effectively is what I should have said.
Not even effectively, because by going to a more gaseous environment compared to water environment, it's less effective than their other counterparts within water. So there is a trade-off there.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, daily biology talk.
Fun.
Oh, yeah.
I do like biology, but
lowering
I need to
your
learn more
hand.
physics.
I'll tell you what, you go work on that. I'm
Never.
Also, look up silverfish. Those are insects, but I believe they also have gills for breathing or for air intake.
Nope, woodlice breathe through trachea-like lungs up on top, and probably, if they, let me see. The ones that have returned to the water, they tend to be a little bit more amphibious. That means they would probably have those species would probably have gills, but I don't think all of them do.
Jared,
but
something that flat earthers don't like.
Hang on,
I love being wrong sometimes.
But
you learn stuff.
But if there's no true consensus in whether or not they have lungs or gills or both or whatever, are they the same kind?
If you think it can define a kind, yeah, then maybe we can actually have that conversation. Sorry,
and what if they're mean? They can't even be kinds.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I actually want to see somebody define a kind in such a way that makes sense.
They have it's called oh god, it has to do with the phylogeny. It's the clade.
Oh, don't bring up the elephants and the pine tree again, please.
hey, we need to make sure that GCAT is in a good home.
I have to say, I feel so sorry for GCAT. GCAT's just trying to live with that fucking pathetic ass man. It's not his fault. GCAT's doing his best to survive.
What do you mean by man?
Okay, boy, but GCat's just doing his best to survive. Okay.
Yeah, but he's at least 100 times worse than you are.
Hey, Bo, you want to hear something funny about G-Tard?
Oh no.
He's older than you.
That doesn't make it better.
No, that makes it worse. He should know better than that.
Oh, no. I didn't say whether it was good or bad. I said funny.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, you have to make the the distinction. He is physically older than I am.
Yes.
But he's probably still, what, a meter and 1.6 meters high, tall or something? Well, not tall, but I imagine him as being a shorty. Well, so not as short as he would, so he could be mistaken for a little person, but close. Not that it matters at all, but
no, it doesn't. But it's still funny.
Yeah. Listen here, you little guy, little man.
Little man. Yeah, there you go.
Or next time somebody talks to him in a live stream with video, hey, G-Man, and then you pull up a tiny little axe. Hey, I have an axe for you. I want to ask you something. Here, there you go. I still want to see him.
He rages when you
go bananas for being called out for you saying axe instead of ask.
Yeah.
Oh well, no.
An axe is something we use to cut up trees.
No, what's even better is every time I would hear someone put the question in that manner to where that's what it sounded like, I got to the point where without missing a beat, my instinctive response would be, I don't know, is it gonna hurt?
Yeah. Nice. Did you remember to sharpen that before you use it? That would, yeah. But I mean, he has the mind of a kid, of a what, 11 to 13-year-old?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So,
the current consensus is fetal alcohol.
I think you're giving a little too much credit because my 8-year-old knows better than he does.
Well, yeah, no, I'm talking.
Hey, I got a question. Hold on, Lord Crocker Squirrel.
Yeah.
Hold on. Crocker Squirrel, would your 8-year-old start up a GoFundMe without talking to someone, or a fundraiser without talking to someone, and make that fundraiser go to their personal PayPal account, and then get upset when people say that's shady?
No. None of the above.
Go figure. That would be too honest.
That.
It's honest, wouldn't it?
But to be fair, gents, I am fading. This is what I get for being
Mel Brooks.
Liar! Liar!
Oh, no, don't.
I couldn't resist.
Just
with what you're starting to say there, I'm thinking of Mel Brooks. Oh, what a world! Spaceballs, the movie. Fading.
Yeah.
Right.
No. No. It's if I wasn't listening as intently as I have been, I'd already be asleep right now. But that's what I get.
Had a rough day there, have you?
Being awake since 4 a.m. on 3.5 hours sleep. And
sounds like me.
And it is now 2300, so we're looking, long fucking day.
And here I missed.
You're dead.
That's no fun.
See, but if
something about dinner had to be prepared, and it turned into a much larger train wreck than I expected it to.
But see, here's the thing, Jay: is if you don't sleep, you will die.
Yeah, the arm.
Eventually.
Wait, how long do I have to not sleep? Because I did 36 hours. How long?
Oh, much longer than that.
About 72? A month or so.
Well, no. Here's
a month.
No, here's the thing. At 36 to 48 hours, you start to hallucinate. If you keep going beyond 48 hours, your body will start to shut down because it requires rest, by time you hit the 72-hour mark. If you push it beyond 72 hours, you risk cardiac failure.
So I can die in 3 days. I just have to stay away. I'm in.
Now, you have to go beyond that. Now, mind you, this is... Doing that, you run the risk. There's no guarantee of it, because here's the thing. The body has a wonderful way of protecting itself. So if you're not giving itself the chance to sleep, if you sit down for 5 minutes and you are that physically exhausted due to your own negligence, you will fall asleep.
So I should stand, remove all chairs from my room, stand in front of a screen until I collapse in death.
Dude, you haven't been in the military. You can't stand and sleep. Trust me.
I was going to say, you can march and sleep.
Oh, yeah.
I will put it this way.
Yes, you can. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirts.
After the final training
I think we all do.
Yeah, after the final training evolution of boot camp, yeah, we marched the entire length of the base to go to our Navy breakfast, and I don't remember the majority of that march.
Hey, just thinking of having
I don't remember
taking 3 hours straight of aircraft recognition classes right after, without any breaks, that is, after a 3-day exercise in an auditorium. If the instructor had any compassion for us, he would put in some nude pictures of ladies every now and then, and sometimes even men.
Just to fuck with you.
It was so hard. But you can't actually sleep while standing.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Been there, done that.
Oh yeah. And to all of those of you who are not sitting down right now, stand up! And everybody who was sleeping, they stand up. Oh, that happened to me too. It was hilarious. Unless you were guilty of it yourself, of course. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the fun that they used to be able to get away with. A couple of my instructors in A school had a habit of using the dry erase markers as missiles when they saw someone dozing off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the few times he forgot to put the cap back on and it went tip first.
Oh yeah. My instructors in A school like to do that crap too. Actually, it was, oh god, I forgot his name. He used to like to use the erasers.
Oh yeah, at first it's the erasers because it's soft, kind of flutters on the way, but the habitual people, they got the markers, and if he had to go for a third or a fourth time, you got the marker with the bare tip coming at you to mark where the hit occurs.
It's too high tech. It happened to me so many times in school, but with a blackboard instead, and chalk. And sometimes it was one of those chalk holders that looked like a pencil, that was holding the chalk so the teacher doesn't get white fingers. They hurt like hell.
Oh, that's okay. I got a.
Hey, Jerry, did you have a Marine your instructor at A school?
What was that? What was that about the?
Did you have a Marine? Did you have a Marine gun at A school?
Not a gunny. I did have a. He was a staff sergeant for an instructor at one point. God,
Was that Issue? Was that Issue?
I forget his actual name, but he was a really short guy who. There were 2 short Marine instructors that were there at the same time, and people ended up nicknaming both of them Goose and Maverick. And holy fuck, did they hate it!
Yeah, one of them was Issue, and he swore up and down that he had a special gunnery school that they had to go through to become Marine AT instructors. That he learned how to launch those markers. They learned how to launch those markers as missiles.
Yep, that was Maverick.
Oh, in boot camp, one of our instructors, because they had the dual classroom, so they'd have the mic set up, and if you caught somebody sleeping, he would walk around talking over the intercom. Then he would turn off the mic, but still project his voice loud enough next to you that sounded like it was the speaker system. Come up with the ruler and just whack your desk right next to your hands.
Oh yes, and hit it perfectly. So it, yeah.
Hey, that's okay. Hey, Jared, just so you know, when it was eraser time, we weren't using the completely felt erasers. These here had a backing strip that was actually metal.
Oh yeah.
They used the backing strip was aluminum, and they could replace, and they had a little slider there so you could replace the felt part when they got too icky.
Hey, everybody looks.
Y'all in your big class sizes were lucky.
What?
That y'all in your big class sizes were lucky. I was in a small rate. It was hard to do anything in an FTA school class when the entire class was 7 people.
Oh God. Oh, no, actually, I think my class in ETA school was 16.
We had 12 in mine.
We were 32, 16 blue, 16 green in ATI level. What really was interesting and the real culture shock is, so we went from a class of, about 30. Guess how many people were students in my C school?
About half that.
Less.
Ooh.
4.
Less.
Damn.
I was gonna say there was probably only 2.
2.
So
myself and he was a active reserve from New Orleans.
You gotta love you some tar balls. I'm telling you.
Dude, it was one of those just like, wait a minute, you do what? It's like, well, I do everything you do, except I do it at a base away from the rest of the military, and I have to deal with all the weekend warriors. It's like, okay, and that's a problem. Why? It's like, oh, I'm not saying it is, but in my entire career, I actually ended up stationed with another one who was in a similar situation. He is technically a reservist, but was active duty, is on that bridge in Jacksonville. So he was technically assigned to one of the reserve P3 squadron, but since he was eye level, he was permanently with us in AIMD. Yeah, that guy at one point, he took a month leave, went to, actually up in your neck of the woods, Bo, had quite the bit of fun, but he was smart and stopped partaking a few weeks before he was due to go back to work. One of the other guys that went with him on the trip didn't. And guess who got pegged for urinalysis right after coming back from leave?
Operation Golden Flow.
Just don't do drugs, kids.
I came home from leave. I got hit with that.
Yeah, it seemed like it was automatically built into the algorithm. Anyone who goes on leave for more than a week and a half, when you come back, next year analysis, you're pissing.
Yeah, it's not a sad thing that they do it, but it's a sad thing but the reason why they have to do it now is the sad thing.
Well, when you have a chief, a couple E6s, and then a bunch of E4 and below running it was either a cocaine or no, right before I got there, it was the meth ring. Yeah, they were.
But it's so foreign to me. I mean, when I was the conscript in '97, the only drug so-called problem there were a couple of the guys that was selected to become sergeants in order to be squad sergeants. Some of them really didn't like it, and they tried everything. They really tried everything to get out of it. But then one of them had the bright idea, wait a minute, why don't we just get caught smoking some funny tobacco? And done. No more sergeant material. That's the only experience I have with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, some of you guys who were on the West Coast probably heard about this one. It was mid to late summer 2005. They busted a methamphetamine ring on the Kitty Hawk, which was a couple months before I transferred over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I had a friend of mine stationed on the Kitty.
Yeah, I check in aboard and it's like, oh, wait a minute, what's with all this? It's like, oh, you didn't hear? Yeah, there was a chief and a bunch of other people in a void space back aft running a meth ring. And it's like,
yeah, some of those guys
then.
Still in brig.
Is it interesting when you find out something happened? Something going on at your old boat long after you've left.
Oh no, we had a girl on the Eisenhower that was running a one-person prostitution ring. She walked off of that ship when she got discharged with $20,000 cash, and they couldn't prove that she'd gotten it through ill-gotten gains, so she got to keep it.
My favorite fuck up from a previous command after leaving was finding out that this was a while after I left, but my boat, the ELTs were radioing the logs and the reactor chemistry stuff.
Oh, that's always smart.
Well,
the
nuclear power, it's not that. It's not that.
Pretty much.
It's not that potentially dangerous.
All the ELTs were court-martialed. The engineering chief was court-martialed. The engineer was court-martialed. The XO was disciplined, and of course the CO loses his job because anytime anything bad happens to the boat, the CO's
You get a court-martial. You get a court-martial. You get a court-martial.
Well,
loss of confidence.
We got a court-martial for everybody.
But Tech, I was gonna ask, is like, well, if
Jay Brown, watch that on the YouTube channel, not the Twitch.
If nukes are fake,
Okay, this is
then
where Side Striker is going to be doing movie night tonight.
if nukes are fake, then why does it matter if they were fudging the books? I mean, aren't they fudging them anyways?
No.
Is what they're doing.
Well, dare I say it? They have you guys have POTUS who knows how to do that sort of stuff these days. So would it be that?
Oh no! Keep in mind when this happened. It was probably what, under Clinton.
But that happened under they found how it got found out was the boat was it was on the Hampton, and the Hampton was transferring from the East Coast to the West Coast. And as soon as they came over the West Coast, there was an ORS, and that's when they found out.
There was
what? Operational Reactor Safeguards exam.
Yeah. And luckily, nothing was damaged.
But they got really lucky.
But that's. Well, I said lucky for the boat, nothing was damaged. Anybody involved in the radioing is gone.
So I bet the detailers loved that. It's like, oh, you're fresh out of school? We're sending you to this boat.
So.
Because it sucked. Right after that, it's going to suck to be you.
But this was that happened in 2005 is when the boat transferred.
Oh, so still Bush.
Been under Bush, yeah.
Well, who doesn't like the boat?
6 years after I left. So.
Hey, post that link, Jay, in the side chat so I can advertise it on the live chat.
You mean like I already advertised it in the live chat?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like
Good job,
some of the
Jay.
others are
Someone
also
give
doing
this
it.
man a promotion.
No, there are no promotions available. All rates are locked up.
You mean I had to choose my rate and choose my fate? Damn it.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes.
Don't worry, I'm promoting you to a hub mod on the Discord server.
You know, they were trying to make me a nuke when I joined. So
Yeah, screw that shit.
I told you about the
have any idea
time.
how easy it is to flunk out of that?
Yeah, I told you about the time the time when I came to the realization that I had made the right choice is when I remember coming back from the first deployment and I was leaving the boat.
And they were still
walking down the pier, and I look over to my right, and there's the nuke still hooking up shore power.
And they're usually the first ones on the boat when you're getting ready to leave too, to make sure everything's running.
Oh yeah, they're there hours beforehand. They got to light the kettle.
That was a big reason why I did not even entertain the idea of going nuke, because it's like, wait a minute, nuke engineering, first on, last off. Fuck that.
Yeah. That's right. It's way worse than back in the old days with steam ships, coal-fired steamships. They could get those going, very fast compared to nukes.
No. The Kitty Hawk was conventionally fired boiler. Engineering was still required to be on board no less than 3 hours before we were due to push off the pier.
Yeah, well, the only thing I was thinking about, if you have a steam-powered coal-fired ship, it doesn't take all that long for it from completely off and cold to get the heat going, get the water going, and you can sail off. But on a ship that uses nuclear power, it would take some time getting the reactor up to.
Not really, actually.
Running, doesn't it?
We had to do emergency deployments before, where they got the kettle lit in under 3 hours or less.
It's just I'm thinking of, for example, I know movies are always bad as a reference, but almost anyway. But think of I think it was the movie called China Syndrome or something. Anyway, where if you have to put a nuclear power station online from cold, it'll take more than just a day to get it off.
We're putting you on a nuclear. It's pronounced
nuclear.
I hope I don't get you struck for that, Jared, but I had to do it.
Nuclear.
Some of those shore reactors are huge.
Oh yeah.
The loot, it takes quite a while to hook up get the loot going on those things.
Yeah, but if you're really smart as a Navy, you have diesel-powered submarines, but with Schliering engines.
Oh, the AIP.
Oh yeah, the Swedes. They're awesome.
Diesel submarines? What are those?
I really want to see one of those engines in real life.
Well,
finding out how much noise it makes.
If you get a chance, come to Portland, Oregon. We have the Oregon OMSI, Oregon Science and something Institute. They have an old diesel teardrop shaped diesel boat. I want to say it's the Blueback. That you can tour, and if you time it right, you can actually get a tour with a former submariner on there.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Team Skeptic joined. Before we get into anything else, I'd like to point out that I did a poll on Discord, and I did a poll on Straw Poll, and the results are in.
Oh, do tell.
It's a mullet.
All right.
Did that hours ago.
It's not a mullet.
So notifications on Simple Poll on the Discord. You can see this at the notification center. Does Team Skeptic have a mullet? Now, by default, you have one like and one dislike. Like being yes, dislike being no. So you have 2 dislikes and 6 likes. So 5 yes, 1 no. So we have It's a Mullet by Discord. Now for Chrome, is it a mullet? Yes or no? We have 10 votes. Yes, 7 votes. No.
Oh God. Let's see more no's.
So
So it is 15 to 8. Yes, 15 mullets, man. You have a mullet.
I thought my fans were my fans because of my attitude. Not
You
because
have
of
a
my haircut.
fucking mullet.
No, the mullet is just the icing on the cake.
I have to be honest. When you did the link in Chrome for the vote, you did slightly mess it up because you allowed people to vote for both yes and no, and I voted for both yes or no because you allowed that.
Feel free to.
But then again, that
Well,
would
that's
mean
one
the
person
exact
I'm-
same thing as not leaving any votes.
Yeah, I'm deleting you from my friends list.
You're a fucking mullet.
Was he ever on one?
Oh, y'all missed it, man. Shout out to Godless Engineer. I doubt he's over here. I think him and his woman are going to watch something. But dude, shout out to him for fucking giving me a huge shout out in the past couple of shows he's done. He fucking created a emoji and the chat was blowing up with my face over there. That was badass.
All right. But with that, it is 11:20. I am practically dead on my feet right now. So, oh God, what's this?
Can I get your bike? You're dead. I mean, can I get your bike then?
No.
Damn
I'm
it.
closer. I can come get it.
Yeah, but I said
No.
it first. What about your boots?
I don't think they'd fit.
No. Well, just make sure I get the flight jacket before.
Can I finish us off with some waterworks?
No.
No, we don't want a golden shower to end the show.
No, that would be bad.
Are you sure this is last call?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
would much rather tongue kiss Kent Hovind than do that.
Oh,
Gross.
Oh, did I even say that? Damn.
yeah,
Yeah, you did.
yeah. That's
recorded for
definitely
posterity.
that's definitely
Where's
thing,
the
and it was recorded and it went out live on air.
Oh.
There's no getting away from it now, Bo.
Thanks, Jay. Thank you for hitting me with that trombone. Lovely.
You're quite welcome.
Oh, is that live?
Yeah.
No, that was a soundbite, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a soundbite from my thing.
Oh,
It's like your ding.
Can you hear the reverb in the background?
Yeah, man. I thought he played that shit. I said, damn, that's on point.
I know how to play a trombone.
Wait, whoa.
Wait, that's what I call my penis.
No, Jay, we need to know. But is it a rusty trombone, or do you take care of it?
I take care of it.
You don't make it. You don't construct a trombone with iron. Gee, what the hell?
You got any skin flute music? Go ahead and play us a skin flute ballad.
Oh,
when
no,
he says
that's
skin
gonna be-
flute, he means the
60
grapefruit
second-
video.
Oh, what's it called? Flight of the Fly. I've heard someone in real life play that on a trombone in real time. That was damn impressive.
Interesting.
Oh well.
But with
Just bring
with
that out
that, we finished it up with the obligatory cock and ball jokes. So with that, everyone enjoy. We will see you next week. Maybe. Hopefully. Potentially. I don't fucking know anymore.
Oh, blah blah then.
Blah blah blah. I don't say blah.